Okay, so just a brief recap. As things stand at the moment, Kosa is facing off against the Yakuza who are coming in from the western staircase. Yanagi's lying there unconscious. Kinzo is observing what's going on, having just terrified one of the visitors who was apparently uninvolved with the double cross into jumping into the water. Harumi's been tossing things at the Yakuza who's been attacking Toshiari. Kyūryū is currently muscles on muscles on muscles.
Trying to be.
Baka, I believe you are no longer grappled, and
Yeah, no, I'm grappled still. I'm having a lovely cuddle.
He's a limpet, I tell you.
Yeah, not half.
Anyway, so I believe it's over to the restart. On an 11, well, taking most of the round, climb. The poor person who tried to leap onto Kyūryū at the start climbs up the rocks onto the shore.
Good. You can run away.
On the other side of the bay. He's about had enough. The other one who tried leaping onto Baka is currently lying on the ground, so we don't need to worry about him. The various Yakuza.
Bless you.
Okay. Well, let's try and grapple you a little bit more, shall we?
Enjoying that cuddly one a bit more.
Oh, come on.
Oh, nice first roll of the game. Roll 20, you hate us.
And he manages to wrench you so that you are between him and Kyūryū on that roll. He's using you as a shield against the shimmering form
The
of
Fists
the
of Fury.
martial artists. You are pretty well grappled solidly at the moment, Baka.
Christ. Okay.
Well, this is your plot. You are preventing this guy from harming anybody else.
Oh, yeah. Cunning plan.
Yeah, that's what.
Doing a great job.
That guy tried making a jump onto the dock and kind of got to the edge and stopped. He climbs back up onto shore. He swims over to there. And this guy is heading for Toshiori's back. 1, 3. And
This piece of shit.
sorry, because Toshiori is currently facing that way, dealing with this guy. Hang on, let's turn him round. There we go. So, dee-dum, a plus 10 from it. Oh, for goodness sake!
Pretty fair.
Oh, it's dumb.
Yes, this is a game of two halves. Half mad and half bad.
Well,
Okay.
that's not necessarily a fumble, Dave.
No, not
Well,
necessarily.
let's check his BCS. So his BCS is that. Plus 10 from behind is effectively that. Minus his armor class. Actually, wit saving throw.
Look at roll 20, like it's got 14s and
Nope,
16s
didn't hear
and
him coming.
all the other random numbers as well, but all the to hit rolls were like a 1 and then a 20. It's like it knows when you're rolling to hit. It's when it rolls the crits and fumbles. Because the rest, the in-between rolls, they're 14s and normal rolls, but on the attacks, it's always a 1 or a 20, I swear.
It's scary, really, isn't it?
It knows. It knows.
Let's see. BCS. His current BCS is actually more than 20. So therefore, it is just a normal failure. You are correct. So he misses. Toshiari just sneers. The guy attacking Toshiari.
I told you, it knows, it knows. Oh my days.
Oh dear. So D20 for that. An 8.
See, normal number.
Stunned. He is stunned, which basically means that he's out for this round and next round.
Oh, you see, so the guy from behind did hit him after.
Yes, the arm came over the head and thumped his mate. Toshiari, meanwhile, actually hits the guy, doing 2 points to him. And I believe he's going to be easier to hit on his secondary, certainly. So that's those. This guy, is he going to try and squeeze past to get to Kyūryū? Reluctantly, he will kind of move to here. And attempt to strike at
See?
Kyūryū.
See? Look at that. Unbelievable. On the to hit rolls every time, man. Well, 20, what are you doing?
Yeah. Double damage special effect.
Oof.
Special effect on Kyūryū. You are knocked back a yard and dazed.
Oof.
Speed saving throw, please.
1 second.
This is happening at the same time as you're hitting him, by the way, so
Yeah.
it's simultaneous.
Speed
But
saving throw.
Speed saving throw for
Oh
you.
yeah, I made that. By
You
many
teeter
numbers.
on the edge, but you are not actually falling into the water.
Appreciate it.
This guy calls up. Is it all right if I swim to a ladder? Kinzo hears a voice coming up from down below.
Yes.
It says
Thank you.
here.
Are you actually going to do Kyūryū some damage then?
Yeah, he didn't roll my damage.
Oh, that's true. Yes, the double damage.
That's alright,
yes.
if you don't want to give me any damage, that's fine. We can just assume you rolled a 1.
Oh, that's fine.
Oh,
Please take 12,
fuck off.
12 points of subdual damage.
Fuck you, David. Fuck you, roll 20.
well, Oliver, you can see that coming, can't you?
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. Oh my days. 12, what was that, lethal or subdual?
No, that's subdual.
Oh. Okay.
He's not stumbled into the water, has he?
No, he made a speed
I
saving
made my
throw,
saving throw,
so
but
therefore he hasn't fallen in the water.
I'm almost dead
so
though.
Kyūryū's windmilling.
Oh yes.
After
yes,
that
the
hit, I'm
arms are kind of
very
waving.
hurt.
Oofed. It's possibly his superhuman strength means his toes can grip the boards on the jetty more securely.
Oh,
Who knows?
you're not suggesting he's become King Kong or something like that?
I did not need to get hit that hard.
He's still the same
Dave, and
lean,
roll
mean
20.
fighting machine he was.
Until he gets punched again.
He's not got big and green, or gigantic and radioactive. Meanwhile,
I'm sorry, King Kong's not green. He's brown. He's a giant ape.
yeah, but Hulk is big and green.
I won't wish that on anybody.
Okay, Kosa. This guy
Yeah, well,
steps to here, and to allow his mates to charge in.
I want to try and block him by stepping into him.
You're trying to step into the way, are
I'm
you?
gonna
To there.
As I attack him, I want to step into him, yes. Stop him doing that. Possibly.
Okay. All right. In that case, effect numbers on a speed saving throw to see which of you manages to outfoot the other.
So-
He rolls
Oh.
an 8 on his speed saving throw,
14,
and therefore
so-
manages to move to the side. So you actually manage to move to there to stop this guy moving in, which means his mate can't get in either.
We'll turn round to.
I presume you're going to kind of turn to face there,
Yeah.
so that neither of them are,
Turning, so
are
I'm
on
facing
your flank.
Facing him, they're both in front of me. Yes.
Yes.
Tadanori, you better deal with that.
All
guy.
right. Kanashige and Tadanori are coming up and backing you up,
Good.
which might mean that you've got some distractions, but should take the guy out of the fight. So there were 2 attacks on you.
Right.
No, that 20 is not a real 20.
I know.
All right.
I know.
So it's 1 hit and 1 miss. So please take 5 subdual.
Okay.
Okie doke. And the other guy can't actually do anything. Okay, let's deal with you lot first. So, Kinzo. Well, apart from yelling to this guy that he can find a ladder, are you doing anything else?
Which person does our Shigenja look like she's going to shoot?
Harumi. There are 2 possible targets on the jetty. You're lining up on one of them. Which one is it going to be? I mean,
Done one.
this. Yes, because that guy's probably one of your reinforcements, because he just knocked this guy out.
Maybe.
So you look like you're aiming at the nearest one.
Yeah.
The one with the cuckoos going around his head.
Well, I don't know that.
Yeah. So, are you moving Kinzo, or staying where you are?
I'm going to move to there. Then, when I realise where Harumi's pointing her finger, I'm going to stop because I don't want to run in front of it.
Good idea. Kosa, are you going to kick the guy to your left off the steps, or help in stealing the
Have I
Buddha?
already taken some? Have I already taken some damage in this fight?
I don't believe so.
'Cause I've got some damage from whether that's from bringing over from previously or whether it's this fight.
Well, how much is it?
All lethal
Oh no,
and 13 subdual.
you haven't taken 4 lethal and 13 subdual.
No, you should be fully fit.
Because
Right,
you
so
basically came over and faced,
thought of it.
met this guy just as he came in, and I seem to remember he missed you as he came in the doorway.
Right, I'm going to clock the guy in the doorway one is standing outside.
Okay, go for it.
2.
That's potentially a critical for you, isn't it?
Only if he's giving me some advantage. Potentially, no, I'm on 21 and 21. Including my level,
well,
etc.
that is a 1 or 2 is a critical for you on that. So yes, that is indeed a critical. Roll a d10.
Okay. Rolled a 9.
Double and special. Roll a d20.
16.
Target's leg or hind limb is disabled. Oh dear.
Oh dear.
2d10
14.
critical damage on that. So 2d10. So
Yeah,
that's
right, sorry.
so that's 8 subdual to begin with, plus another 2d10.
11 critical and 8 subdual.
Splat. Dum.
I tell you not to come in.
Okay, 2 things. First of all, him. Right. Could I have a d20 from you, please, Kosa?
Yep. 1 second. Yep. 10.
Okay, fine. Odd to the left, even to the right. Well, in actual fact, no. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 1 in that direction. 1, 2, 3. He collapses and falls that way.
Oh, what a shame.
The guy further down the stairs makes his speed saving throw and kind of nimbly steps over the body as it tries to knock him off the
Lying there with
steps.
the other guy's got his leg bent in the direction it's not supposed to go.
Oh, yes. Fine. So you don't just need to roll ones. 2s are perfectly adequate.
Right.
Kyūryū.
Well, I'm about to die, but
Well, no. You struck him as he struck you.
so I still get to
please
make
roll a one.
a normal attack when I'm doing it.
Oh, yes.
12. It's a primary that no doubt hit him.
That will hit him. Roll
D6,
your damage.
D6 plus 5 normally, but I've got this strength bonus on, don't I?
At the moment, it's 1d10 plus 7.
1d10 plus 7.
Go on, take him out.
13 damage.
12 points.
12, sorry.
He wobbles, but he's still there.
Oofed. That's just my primary, though. Oh no, I don't get secondary from dazed.
You lose your secondary. Baka. You are
Is there
wrapped up.
anything-
You are going to need strength saving throw or sumai to break free from this grapple.
Let's go with Sumai.
Please don't roll a 20.
Oh, guessing.
How many effective
I'm
was that?
on minuses.
You're on -2 at the moment because you're wrapped up.
Okay, so on a primary, my Sumai is a 14. So 12, 10 numbers. Or unless armor comes
okay.
into it.
You are no longer fully wrapped up, but you are still badly grappled.
Oh, thank God for that.
Okay. Which pisses this guy off, but there's not a lot he can do about it. Over to the secondaries. Yakuza and hostiles. This guy can't step forward, but he sees Baka is free, so he will attempt to. He will slap at you and miss.
Cool.
That guy failed his leap. This guy will take a secondary on the back of Toshiari and miss. Really competent, these guys. So you may have noticed this.
Sadly, yes.
No, sorry, my apologies. I forgot. Kanashige and Tadanori on their primaries. Wallop
You've
this
also
poor
got the
guy.
enemy. You've also got that enemy Yakuza who's sandwiched between them.
No, he took a swing at Kosa. Because if he could knock Kosa out of the two.
No, you only rolled once. Believe me. That was the guy in front.
I rolled 2d20.
Oh, sorry, my mistake. Yes, you rolled 2d20, didn't you? My mistake.
Yeah.
Okay.
And one of them missed.
See, you're confusing me.
Okay, the first roll is in the back, so it's +10. So both of them actually hit, doing 9 points, which doesn't knock him out quite. But they still have their secondaries. So, on the secondaries. So, there's the guy grappling Baka is not going to attempt to increase his grapple. Did I roll for the guy who was trying to slap you, Baka? Or was I interrupted by...
Yeah, you missed. On a primary, you missed. Sorry, but not secondary.
No, he didn't try and hit you on his primary. He hit Kyūryū.
Oh. One of them took a swing at me, but maybe it was the one on the dock.
You don't. In that case, skipping him, the guy attacking Toshiari on his secondary missed. Toshiari's going to thump the guy in front of him on his secondary.
Nope.
A 19. No, that misses. Even with him stunned. So we have one guy who is not going to go for Kosa. He's going to go for Tadanori and miss. And Kagashige and Tadanori on their secondaries. The 15. That is actually a hit on a secondary, which does another that much, and he collapses. Splat.
Oh, I guess he was.
Life's looking a
I
little
was
bit better.
trying to work out how a 15 was a success. It's because he hit him in the back, wasn't it? Plus 10.
Plus
yeah.
10 from the back. Yes.
Got it.
Tactical fighting. Yakuza are very good at it. And,
Some Yakuza are.
some. Well, you weren't expecting to be leapt on like that. The guy cheated. Okay. I believe that's it as far as they're concerned. Okay. Over to Kinzo. You pause. Kosa on your secondary. You're out
I'm
of
going to
target.
kick.
Yeah.
No, I'm going to kick the guy outside rather than punch him.
This guy.
Unless you're
Righty-ho.
saying that he's hidden around the corner.
Well, I was saying he was hidden around the corner because he couldn't attack you.
Okay, fair enough.
Strength's Blessing goes down one. Kyūryū, you come out of your daze on your secondary.
Yeah.
But you can't do anything.
No.
Well, it doesn't matter because he was stunned.
No.
I was dazed, not
this-
stunned.
This guy was stunned.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, fair enough.
He was only dazed. And so, Baka, are you going to attempt to do anything on your secondary, given that you're halved?
Just a slap.
Okay, you're at minuses on your slap,
Missed.
and you missed. And then Harumi.
I'll be firing a dart at that one guy.
Well, he's not moving very much,
Good luck.
wobbling slightly.
Hopefully this hits. No.
Well, you're +2 because he's passive. Any other bonuses, or was it really bad? On a 17, it was really bad.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Not much you can do about that.
Is it just the one dart or is it two?
Harumi is still only first level, unfortunately.
Okay, fair, it's only one then, fine.
Okay, I believe it's time for the next round. Okay. Right. That guy
Top of the map or bottom?
is-
Yeah, top.
Sorry, this guy at the top, having given you his best and seeing you shake it off, is actually going to be turning and fleeing. And given that Baka is mostly wrapped up, he's not engaged with Baka, and he's currently outside your engagement range, Kyūryū, so he's just going to run.
Okay.
So he's 2 to turn, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and disappears round the corner. That guy will dum-de-dum-de-dum, leap onto the dock and carry on running to there. This guy will attempt to wrap Baka up even more and gets a little bit more, but he's not back to where he was, Baka, you'll be pleased to know.
Very.
That guy stands up and
Where are we? Bottom of the map
stands
now.
up facing. Sorry, no.
This
This
goes
guy
up. Okay.
stands up facing this direction and decides that Baka's blocking the route and he's going to take the long way round to come and attack you, Kyūryū. Maybe.
Maybe. We'll see.
This guy climbs up the side of the dock. This guy is swimming along to look for a
Oops.
ladder up.
Didn't mean to do that. Sorry, folks.
So he moves along to there.
Well,
That guy is still stunned this round. This guy is going to attack Toshiari in the back again before he turns round. Except that, hang on a second, Toshiari is turning round, so he doesn't get him in the back. You'll just get him in the flank. Hang on a second, let me just turn Toshiari around. You heard the pounding footsteps coming up behind him, so he's to there. Okay. So attack on Toshiari in the... I do not
Come
believe
on
it.
now.
Oh, what?
Come on now.
A 5, I think, is just double damage. No, triple the normal damage. Okie doke. First damage Toshiari has taken. He looks upset. And let's see, the guy on the stairs outside. He's seen that guy in front of him get collapsed. He had a nasty meaty thud. There is a splash as he leaps off the steps into the water. And over to your side, Toshiari will take a swing at this guy who thumped his mate. And hit. The guy is still standing because he's not been damaged. And the others, Kanayuki will move over to the doorway to check what's going on out on the dock. And Kanoshige and Tadanori will back up Kosa to deal with the remainder of the scum outside. However many there are.
Looking okay at your end.
And meanwhile, back to the party. Kinzo.
What about the top in the right? What about the man in the top right? Has he disappeared?
Oh yes, sorry, yes. He vanished. He's obviously going the long way around to attack Kyūryū as well. So, are you going to dodge across Harumi's line of vision?
No,
or...
no, I'm going to step forward because this guy's obviously not saying. I'm going to grab him by the scruff of the neck and I'm going to throw him in the water.
No problem. Don't roll a 20.
Get the scoundrel.
Splash. And let's make a health saving throw.
Back.
Well, he needs a health saving throw first.
Drown.
Okay. He reflexively takes a breath before he hits the water. He may be dazed, but his body reacted. Kosa? You heard a splash from outside. You step out. You see a... Hang on, let me just move that guy off the dock so he's not confusing matters. He's down there, okay.
Step outside and look round, see what's going on.
You see
We've got one
Yanagi
guy
lying
swimming up.
in a heap. You see a guy swimming
Yeah,
away.
There's a guy with an extra knee, and a guy swimming away.
Yep. Okay. Well, he would have dived in, and he's actually swum back towards shore a little bit. Okay. Kyūryū.
So
Somebody disrespected you and kind of jumped past you and ran on down the dock. Are
yeah,
you going to do that?
can I hit him this round in the back?
I will.
If I run out, yeah, I
I
do.
will shout out.
What
What are you shouting out,
what you
Kosa?
shouting, Kosa?
It's all clear out here.
Okay.
Okay.
Can I run it and hit this guy in the back,
No, it's
Dave?
not. He's full of dead bodies.
Not dead. It's got an extra knee.
You can move up behind that guy who's run past you. Yes.
And do I hit him on 10?
And strike him on 10. Yes.
In the back as well, let's go. Yep, that's going to hit him in the back. A
That's a hit,
5.
but it's not a critical.
Yeah, okay. D10 plus 7 damage. Let's go. 9 damage.
He's still there.
Okay.
And Baka.
Can't mine.
Okay. This is toing and froing all over the place.
Good luck, man.
I've got a BCS of 14, so that's by 2, but you said I'm at minuses, so on the money.
So you are evens on that. You're -2 because you're kind of grappled.
Yep.
So
If I was,
you haven't
if I
raised
was
any
grappling
words?
him back.
Well,
I-
unfortunately, he got a lead on you.
Okay, so I can't get a grapple back on him and to give him minuses, no?
No, what you can do is hope that he takes you to the ground.
Fall
I
over
think-
and
I
make
think
him take you to the ground.
You boys can take it to the bedroom in a minute. You've been at it like for a while. You love a cuddle.
You could actually try taking him to the ground and see if you can land on top of him.
Well, do you know what?
Thank you,
I was jokingly thinking to myself the whole way through that last round, I just want to run at that wall that is behind him.
Blam him.
But I didn't think that the system,
Yeah.
catered for that.
Yes, you can.
Right, okay.
You can attempt to kind of charge him into the wall. So basically, strength saving throw, and whoever gets the highest effect numbers wins. So he makes his strength saving throw of 14. You make your strength saving throw.
My strength is probably
13.
considerably higher than his.
Your strength is higher than him. So it's now speed saving throw. He's trying to avoid being pushed. You get +4 on your saving throw. Who gets the best speed saving throw? He gets a 5. You get a 6, and you charge him back into the wall, and you do your base strength damage roll.
If I'd known this
So-
was an option. Right. So base strength. That's a D10 for me, isn't it? Yeah. Oh, base
God.
strength saving throw.
What?
Not Sue mine.
No, your base unarmed combat damage, which for you is D10.
All right.
Go on. Got a 1. Go on.
Get in.
Come on.
Oh dear.
Do you know what? I've played back as wit of 3.
You're not going to believe this one. He collapses.
Yes.
Ridiculous. Hilarious.
Beautiful, mate.
Is he dead?
No, he's unconscious. You're going to have to pry his arms out from underneath your armpits, but you know you are holding him up at the moment, Baka.
You just threatened his head into the wall and he got unconscious.
Just grab hold of him and throw him in the water.
Mm-hmm.
Right, I guess I'll have to wait till next turn for that, but yeah. Or secondaries.
Okay. Well, you could do it on a secondary.
Nice.
Yeah,
Okay. On secondaries, this guy's going to attempt to parry you, Kyūryū, and turn so that he's no longer got his back to you. But you get a one more attack at him.
On 5.
Okay, he failed his parry.
And that would just improve his armor class when I attack him
But he
next.
still gets
wouldn't
plus
it?
1 though, doesn't he?
He still gets +1, yes. But you get to hit him at the same time as he was parrying, so therefore his parry doesn't help. So roll to hit him on your secondary.
Don't think I was doing it on a secondary.
He was turning, so you got him in flank, which is +5.
Ooh, okay,
So
so
what's your BCS?
it is.
Sorry, BCS.
BCS, now tell me why it is high. It
Your-
is.
Your raw BCS.
My raw BCS is 19.
Halved is 10. +5 is 15. Plus your level 17.
Hits armor class 2.
and- Yeah, hits armor class 2. That hits him.
Yes, come on. Take 14
Four-time.
damage.
Well, on top of what you did to him already, splat.
Nice. Dead or just killed? Dave, knocked out or dead?
Do you know? Are you going to stop and check?
No, I mean I watched his eyes closed. Surely I know. I'm quite familiar.
You have blood on your hands.
Good.
Okay.
When I watched his eyes go out, did it look like it was for the last time? I'm quite familiar with the look now. That's what I'm asking you.
Yes.
Good.
And I'm saying you don't know because you weren't looking in his eyes. You got him in the flank.
Good point. Good point, Dave.
Kinzo,
Okay.
does Q have that look in his eye from that mountain again?
I don't know, I can't see. I'm not looking at him. I'm looking at the water at the moment.
Oh.
Yeah. Okay, we have the fight between Toshiari and the idiot who attacked him. Idiot attacking Toshiari. Failed. Toshiari attacking idiot.
Oi.
Hits. Ooh. Doesn't quite knock him down. So there's a chance somebody else might steal the Budo, Kyūryū.
I'm watching you.
And that is it at the moment, because those are the only ones still fighting. So, Kinzo, you are telling people off.
You've got this,
Kosa,
boys.
you are kind of sneering at the Yakuza swimming away. Kyūryū, you could have a secondary in the back of this guy with a kick. No.
I can't move,
No,
can
he
I?
can't. He's already had 2 attacks.
No, yeah, I had my secondary.
Ah, true. Sorry, that was your secondary. My apologies.
No, it's down to Harumi to save the day.
Come on, Harumi.
Oh, yay.
Baka,
We've got Baka the
do have a
slacker first.
secondary. You could kind of hit this guy again to try and kill him.
I am a good aspiring Buddhist. I'm not a Buddhist yet, but I'm a good aspiring Buddhist.
Shut
I'm
up,
not
crush
going
his
to murder
ribcage.
this man in cold blood.
Okay.
I am going to just let him drop like a sack of shit in front of his friend and start looking around for my Tetsubo.
It's lying on the ground there.
Cool. I'll lock eyes with the Tetsubo and then I'll lock eyes with him and then smile.
Yes. Love it.
Harumi, your target is in the water.
In the water. Oh, lovely. Well, see if we can hit.
Isn't it darts of water you
Are you
use?
shooting at him?
Yes.
That's cool.
Okay.
That hits.
Come on, Brian.
Darts of water against a guy in the water.
Love
Hardly
it.
seems fair, does it?
Highly
Poetic.
ironic, if you ask me. Highly ironic.
Poetic, mate.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
D6 plus level of caster subdual, unless he makes a wit saving. Oh, hang on a second. No, he can't dodge it
Can't dodge it in the
because
water.
it's a dodge, and you can't dodge in the water. If he was underwater, you couldn't hit him, but he isn't
Well,
underwater
the
yet.
other point, of course, is that he's actually stunned at the moment, so he's not in a good
Right.
way.
Yeah.
He's in the second round of his stun, so it's down to a daze. But it's still, yeah, you can't dodge it. So D6 plus your level, please.
7.
Yes, Brian.
Well, I personally think Harumi hit him before he hit the water. Roll.
It's kind of adding insult to injury, hitting a guy that's in the water stunned, hitting him with some darts of water. So yeah, you're drowning, and here's a splash of water in the face as well.
Well, that kind of final breath that he took on his health saving throw as he hit the water was actually water, because he was unconscious when he hit the water.
Yes.
Well, you could argue that the health saving throw brought him round. Because unless, of course, he's unconscious on hit point terms.
He's unconscious on hit point terms now.
Oh, all right, then.
Yeah. So he's
Drowning.
going down. Well, he's down for the first time, but I don't think he's coming back up again.
He's food for the fish. Nice, Harumi.
So let me just put a definitely lethal sign on that.
Did you have to do that?
That's converting Budo to Shugendo or whatever it's called.
Anyway.
What's the conversion rate?
I
Well, I thought you were a nicer person than that.
I think that's it as far as secondaries are concerned. Primaries.
Let's go.
I've had my next round as well, talking to Harumi.
Telling her off.
Well, sort of.
Someone's got bad luck.
A little bit.
6, 7, 8. The guy you looked at looked at the Tetsubo and looked at the exit.
Ran away, yeah. I was just moving my back up to the top just as I saw the light change. He's off.
Baka, you can see your Tetsubo. There is one more fight going on here. But having seen what you've just done, is he going to continue? Odd, even. This guy offers a surrender as Toshiari hits him, and does indeed hit him, and knocks him out. Kyūryū, were you hitting him in the back?
Yeah.
I thought you might. Okay. As you were going to hit him, you can see he is not making a hostile move.
That'll be a hit.
That will indeed be a hit.
Hitting on a 19. Damn it.
With plus 10 in the back.
Yeah,
right,
yeah.
Is that Kyūryū's got a raw BSS here 19.
Oh, I know. I understand why.
Step far behind, so he's on 31, which is about as good as you can get at our level.
Well, Koshiari hits the front of the guy just as Kyūryū punches with his Yawara, and there is a nasty cracking noise from the neck as the guy collapses bonelessly in a heap. Dead.
Excellent.
And that, I believe, is it, apart from the sound of splashing water as somebody swims off into the darkness and running feet as people disappearing off into the background. And
scrubbing noises as the man in the water climbs out.
Yeah.
Well, he gets to the top of the ladder and looks up and says, "Is it all right to get on the dock?"
Grab his hand and pull him up.
Thank you.
Right, you're going to tell me what that was all about?
I presume it was a double cross, he says.
And you're not involved in it.
I was escorting Sanemori to a meeting as agreed.
Okay, well, you best come into the meeting hall and explain what's just happened to my bosses. And hopefully they'll be lenient.
Dave, I'm going to check on Yanagi and slap a bandage on his biggest hole, and then see if there's any signs of life.
I'm gonna go check and see how Baka's doing. Are you okay, big fella?
I'm going to drag this rat in there and get them to explain what's going on.
Okay, well, they've already figured out what's going on. Apparently, two of their number who were brought along as bodyguards had basically turned their coats and revealed what was going on to the Oyobun, who'd obviously sent an attack.
Which Oyobun?
Sanemori will explain that this was a meeting with a number of the dock workers in Miyazaki who know the Oyobun, and it was being explained to them that that Oyobun had been working for the Lord of the Mountains in undermining the Lord of Miyazaki and weakening the entire province before the attacks of the goblins. And it was hoped that an amicable arrangement could be reached with the dock workers to assist in the removal of the Oyobun. You all pretty much know that these guys aren't just ordinary dock workers. You presume they are also Yakuza.
Is this your Oyobun?
Oyobun, as was in league with the Lord of the Mountains, says.
I see. Yeah, so you're saying you no longer owe allegiance to this man?
This is correct.
Then you won't mind leading us to where he is supposed to be, will you?
Of course. We would be delighted to assist in such a mission, but feel it may require more than you have present. We were hoping that we could marshal others of the Dock Workers Guild to assist.
Oh, I see. Well, it'd probably be wise for you to go and try that then, and we'll wait here. One of you can go, the other one can stay.
Well, Sanemori and Haruari will have a brief discussion with the two leaders of the Dock Workers Union. And their bodyguards will... let's see, they currently have one. think they have one bodyguard left. All the others were knocked out. So they will have to bring them round.
Oh well, yeah. I'm not that mean. We'll wait for them all to come round as well as they can.
Okay.
Be aware that I take a very dim view of this. I'm a peaceful man, but I can only be pushed so far.
Of course, says Sanomori.
Anyway,
He
I should go and
appreciates
check. I should go and check on my men.
Sanomori has
shout out. Shall shout out that I need some medical assistance.
Well, Sanomori is sending Kaneshige
Man.
off to summon the herbalist from the village.
Man down.
He will, and he will send Hikonari and Kanemitsu to carry Yanagi in and lay him
I'm not
down.
sure is that good
Yanagi
enough
is
to be
back
moved, to be honest.
Yanagi is back up to 0 hit points with the 1 point you gave him back.
Yeah, but I don't think he's in a fit state to move. He's got a lot of critical damage.
Oh yes.
Was it Yanagi that got stabbed through the eye?
No, you could probably
No.
move him because he's not suffered any torso or leg injury. It's an arm and an eye. So if you bandage those up, it should be possible to move. Because it might kill him. But we don't know. Right, we'll go around. Then I should go. Having told these guys what to do, I should go and check on how many of our men are down, other than Yanagi, and how many of the enemy are actually dead.
Okay.
And those that are dead are going in the water, splash, because we don't need them.
Fair enough. He's dead. That guy on that many points, I hadn't put it up, but he is dead as well. That guy was dead. So you've got 4 who are not dead on the land. And that guy is dead by now. But these 3 aren't dead, so they can join. Oh, sorry, those 4 aren't dead, so they can join the ones.
So the 4 in the warehouse are the ones that aren't dead, all the others are dead.
No,
Or
there are
run off.
4. There are 4 on land who weren't dead. There were 4 in the warehouse who aren't dead. They are basically being tied up. Sanomori and hopes that with a change of Oyabun, they may be persuaded to renew their vows to the new leadership. Let's put it that way. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's 8.
Yeah, this one as well.
14. Which one?
Right on the left. Oh no, that's one that ran away, was it?
He's swimming off, yes.
Yeah.
Basically, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 got away. 8 were captured alive, 5 were captured dead. So that's fine. Righty-ho.
In that case, we'll all sit down and rest, and hopefully some of us will get hit points back.
Okay. Nothing will happen in the next hour, so subdual damage will come back.
Nice.
So you can knock off subdual damage.
Well, actually, you get 10d6 back, but that should be more than enough.
The healer from the village will turn up, and she will ply her trade. So, Yanagi. She can't do anything about the critical, but she will attempt to deal with the lethal. So, she will make a healing roll. Ooh, success. And apply unit. So, Yanagi actually gets 2 hit points better. So his subdual damage disappears, and his lethal damage goes down to 11. And she says he needs a priest.
He's definitely. He's walking around, but he can no way he can face any kind of fight.
Oh no, he's on.
Does he need a
he's on-
priest in the sense that he needs the Sagaki rites there? No? Or does he need a priest because he needs healing?
just needs healing, a lot of-
She can't do anything about the eye and the arm.
He needs a lot of medical attention.
He does.
Hmm. He
He's
got stabbed in the eye,
basically
didn't
dead
he?
up.
No, he got stabbed in the area of the eye. We
Yeah.
don't know if he got stabbed in the eye or not,
Okay.
because he's not yet made his health saving throw
Ah,
to check.
And his leg gets smashed as well.
Oh yes.
Oh,
So-
my
That's right,
leg
no,
wasn't it?
it was his arm. It was
He
his
was-
arm, wasn't it?
Arm.
Right, it was down to quarter.
Actually, what happened was,
deafness and then
if you look at it, he got his arm almost broken. And as he leant forward in pain, the guy stabbed him in the eye socket or thereabout.
Three critical hits on him in 2 rounds. It was not
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah, 1 in 8,000.
survived. survived it.
Yeah.
Bastard.
Well, he might do, but I mean, he's no use for anybody at the moment.
No, but he's at least alive. Even probably, he's definitely in the walking wounded.
Hmm.
Right, we shall then. Is there any Etta in the village?
There are indeed in the village.
In that case, get the Etta to come and search the bodies and then take away the dead ones, because we don't want to do it.
What dead bodies? You
Oh, they're
told me
all
you
in the
threw
water,
them all
aren't
in
they?
the water.
Oh,
To go fishing, have to go fishing, wouldn't they?
well, let them know that there might be some bodies washing up, and if they've got anything on, they can have it. But we'll search the 8 that are here, and anything else they've dropped.
Any tattoos?
Oh yes, they're all wearing tattoos.
Of
Rabbit motif?
Rabbit motif, yes. The visitors are also wearing tattoos. So the Dock Workers Guild is obviously a nom de plume for the Rabbit Gang. But then you knew that. Okay, so there were 2 of them. So
I'll remind you,
is-
wit of 3.
Are you doing a very nice job of playing a man who's got no intelligence?
I'll take that as a compliment.
Well, that's what it was meant as. A bit sarcastic, perhaps, but I'm like that. Especially when I'm playing a person who's incredibly pissed off at the moment.
Sanemori will distribute the 19 silver that are found on the bodies amongst you lot. He will.
I shall refuse his offer of any money. I say, pay that to the widows of the dead.
Well, that money will come from the coffers of the Rabbit Gang following the change of leadership.
Oh yes, but they can also
He
have this
points out.
small share as well. I don't want it. It's blood money, and I'm not touching it.
He inquires of the dock workers' leaders how many of the 5 deceased were married, and they say none of them. Bows politely to Kinzo and asks if it would be acceptable to pay the benefit to their families since none of them are married.
Certainly, yes, by all means. After all, they're going to need a new breadwinner, aren't they?
Okay.
I know Harumi's okay, and as far as I can tell, Kosa's okay. What about Baka and Kyūryū?
I'm sound. If we've had an hour and the sub-duel's worn off, I'm back to full health, mate.
I don't believe
And-
any of you had actually taken any lethal. Is
No.
that correct?
Just sub-duel for me.
That's right.
I was close to the
I didn't
brink,
even
but
take any duel.
And your muscles have returned to normal.
would after a certain amount of time. Yeah, I only had 10 rounds or 9 rounds left.
I see you made good use of the blessing, Kyūryū.
I did.
Well done.
We will not have to make another pilgrimage back to. Well, you don't have to, but I'm going to have to make another pilgrimage back to the Kami of the Well to give thanks, because she's really saved my life there. I think I timed that just perfect. I saved that blessing for a long time, and I think if it wasn't for that, I might have been dead meat in there.
Well, Baka's thanking you a lot, because if it hadn't been for you, he would have been dead meat.
This is true.
We asking the Buddhas for some praise for you too.
Yeah, I did time that just right, Kinzo.
I think you saved our asses. this
Following
end.
that battle, let's see. So, Kinzo, you have 1 Budo. Yanagi 1.25. I will update his sheets since I don't think he's here. So that's 15.
I think I remember David saying he wasn't going to make it this week, actually, when I think about it.
Kosa 2.25. Baka 2.25.
Oh, thank you.
Harumi, you got 2.25 Shigendo. Is that quite enough to get you there yet?
Short.
Not quite.
Not quite.
Is that level 2 she's chasing still?
Level 2. Yes. Well, Harumi has been closeted at the Castle of the Flame for some time.
That's true.
Kyūryū 6.5 Budo.
Lovely stuff.
And you all gain 2 on for fulfilling your duty. Which is what you were hired to do. None of the bad guys got near the bosses. Okay. So, as had been stated, the Sanomori had come with Haruari to talk to some of the lieutenants in the Rabbit Gang, who were shocked to find that their lord had been a catspaw for the Lord of the Mountains, to try and arrange a relatively peaceful takeover of the Rabbit Gang. Sadly, their plans obviously got leaked, and therefore it was a matter of a counterattack being launched by forces loyal to the Oyabun. But thankfully, they obviously didn't have time to order a major attack, just the people they had available.
I missed one detail earlier on, Dave. What Oyabun is, what Oyabun means, sorry.
Sorry, the Oyabun is the leader of a Yakuza gang.
Right, okay. Got
Or
it. I'm following that.
And they owe allegiance to him, and their oaths are sworn to him. But the story seems to be that, given that he has been exposed as a cat's paw of the Lord of the Mountains, he is not worthy of their oath, is the belief. At least the belief shared by these particular lieutenants. So they're going to have to get back into Miyazaki and try and organize for the forces that they believe they can bring under their control to join an attack with the Rat Gang. However, that's going to take a couple of days. So Sanomori is going to send a messenger back to Nobioka to his lord to ask for reinforcements, because what they'd hoped for was time to arrange this. They've lost that time, and he sends Tadanori and Hikanari back to the ship to send the message. And the intention is to move back to the ship and travel down the coast slightly to the other side of the estuary and land there, because obviously those escapees will take word to the Oyabun that as to what's happened. So if I just move you back to the map and explain what his plan is. I'll use the South Hyuga map. That's a little bit more obvious. You are currently moored.
Dave, just before you go,
Yes.
is Yanagi fit to travel to the boat?
They put together a litter to take him.
Okay, that's fine. Just checking, because
He-
we don't
he-
want to
he-
leave him where he is, because
Oh,
he
no,
might
no.
get captured.
No. They are the herbal lady from the village declares that he is safe to move. His wounds are not going to get any worse, providing he's treated carefully. He can
Okay,
walk, but
Okay, in that case, anybody who's observing Kinzo will see that he puts the garrote out away.
do you wish to explain to the viewers what you had been planning to do?
Well, if he wasn't fit to travel, I was going to throttle him to death.
I'm sure he'd
We
rather
can't,
take
we can't
his
allow
own
him to fall into enemy hands.
Harsh.
Would you not have offered him the choice to do it himself?
He's not in a fit chase stand to do it himself, is he?
I believe he's only got one broken arm.
Well, in that case, I might have offered him the option, but I don't know because I don't have to do it. For which I'm thoroughly thankful.
Yes.
And
He
those
is
who know me well will realise that I am genuinely thankful that I didn't have to do what it looked like I was going to do.
Well, Yanagi is actually on 2 positive hit points. He is conscious. His face is a mess. His arm's a mess, and he's not looking at all well. He's covered in bruises and battered and torn, but he's still in there fighting, or not, as the case may be. Right.
Well, we really need Dave here to sort that out, don't we?
You do indeed. And let me just check something. I've got an idea that might be feasible. So that. Oh, it was. Neighbor. Yes. Well, the herbalist actually suggests, if you are that you could take him to see the priest at the Hermitage on near the Good Luck Shrine, just by the village of Sindebo. There's a priest who lives there as a hermit who is, she believes, highly skilled in this sort of matter.
Baka will more than happily.
Can you all see the map of South Hyuga?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Baka will more than happily help offer to carry the cargo for him, and on the way past we'll give Kinzo a bit of a strange look.
Well, it's not so much a cargo. They will make up a sort of stretcher to lay down in the boat with Yanagi on it, so that he won't be badly moved around when they're rowing the boat out to the ship.
I'll just sit beside him and talk to the Buddhas and quiet myself.
Fair enough. So, the boat returns and you are escorted out to the ship. The dock workers are also escorted to the boat, and you are going to drop them off at Kyūryū on the far side of the estuary. Because getting back into Miyazaki is something they will need to do. So the aim is to leave first thing in the morning, and they think it's probably safe because the Yakuza who escaped won't be able to get back into the city until tomorrow morning. So you're probably safe from pursuit till then. So they will also load up the unconscious Yakuza and stick them in the hold. They're not leaving them behind. Okay.
Sorry, Dave. That was they take the captured Yakuza and stick him in the hold, yeah?
Yes. They're not going to leave them in the village. They're going to take them with you.
Oh no, that's fine. I thought they might have killed them, but that's fine.
Well, at present, they are members of the Rabbit Gang, albeit they were working for the current Oyabun. They are hoping that when the Oyabun changes, they will still wish to be members of the Rabbit Gang. Shall we say?
Rock and a hard place, that's what that is.
Exactly. So the following day, gentle breeze from the
Is this-
southeast.
I'm going to ask Baka why he gave me a funny look as we were leaving the warehouse.
Sorry, just before you do, Dave, is this now the 22nd of Yo-Yo?
This will be 22nd Yo-Yo, yes.
Thank you. Now have fun with that.
I'll put my hands up so that I'm mean you no harm. Just our friend is not dead yet. Let's see whether
Well, yes, yeah, but if he was not capable of being transported, then we would have to kill him.
I
If they catch hold of him, they will torture him to death, and I'm not having that.
I may not be very good at this Buddhist malarkey, but I would consider that definitely a form of murder, and I was surprised that you would think of
I
that.
totally agree with you, yes, but that's why you have to ask Yanagi first. But I say, if he can't move and he falls into enemy hands, they will torture him, and he might not want that. So you have to give him the option.
I would not wish to murder an enemy I was fighting. If they die during the fight, then that is the case. But an injured foe that can do nothing for themselves, it surprised me. I was not expecting it from you.
No.
Please. I meant you no disrespect by it.
To
No,
die,
that's fine.
to die would be
It's-
better than to be
I
captured.
understand where you're coming from, and I don't want to do it. Because if it's the option is between you're dying and you're falling into enemy hands, then the chances are that you will not fall into enemy hands because you'll be dead. Not because I want to do it, but because it's the best thing for everybody.
I will understand that and try my hardest to not fall into enemy hands again.
Well,
I know I
yes,
spent most of the last fight in enemy hands, but yeah.
oh,
Death is a far better fate than capture.
I'm glad we're on the same page about that because it makes my life easier.
Please understand that I will not be offering you the same service should the tables be returned.
Well, you won't need to because if I can, I shall be committing seppuku myself, so I don't fall into enemy hands.
As is your wish.
Indeed.
Okay.
Oh, so okay.
Yeah. Well, the one member of the enemy who did try to surrender unfortunately died the same round he tried to surrender.
Yeah, well, that's the trouble with that, of course, is you're in combat and everybody has to make a decision before you know exactly what's going on. Anyway, I'm glad that Baka and I have had that discussion.
Who would have thought that the cameo of alcohol would be in for a very violent fight?
Oh, no, you get the impression that Kinzo didn't want to do it. He would have done it because he thinks it was necessary, not because he wants to. Unlike some people.
No talk of alchemists. Anyway,
All right.
What was that? Did I hear a ghost say something?
I had my mouth full. I was eating. That's the only reason I was quiet. Shush. We don't talk about that. That was years ago. I was young and
never
dumb.
mind. The Ox sets sail and travels down the coast. It stops briefly at Kyūryū, and the dock workers are rowed to shore. And they disappear off up the road towards Miyazaki, and then continues south and reaches Tsundebo and moors up at Tsundebo. And at that stage, Sanemori explains that they have sent a carrier pigeon back to Nobioka requesting reinforcements, and they would expect them to be here in about 5 days. Hang on a second. No, it's less than 5 days, I think. I will just measure it out on the road.
I think it took us about 5 days, didn't it?
Took you 5 days on the boat, but you were coming down without being spotted. Coming down the Saikaido, if they can make it down the Saikaido, then they can make it more quickly. The question is what the cover's going to be. So 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28. So, that means that it would be 3 days. Make it down to Miyazaki. But they need to figure out, can they come up with a sensible and sophisticated method to get a large number of people through an area that is currently under a war alert without arousing suspicion? Can they think of one? Let's have a D20 roll to see how good they are at thinking about this. Not very good. It certainly isn't a brilliant plan. Okay. So a luck roll to see how well it goes when they implement it. Oh dear.
No.
Okay. Right. Well, we'll deal with that in a little while. Sanemori will tell you that he's expecting reinforcements in 3 to 5 days, and he hopes there won't be any trouble in the meantime. He and his team will be staying on the ship. Given the condition of Yanagi, he would suggest that you take him to see the priest at the Hermitage that the villagers mentioned. If you talk to the headman of Tsundebo, he will point out the path to the Hermitage and tell you that the priest goes by the name of Gosankyo. And He is indeed
Can you
a
put that in the
skilled
chat,
priest.
please, Dave?
Certainly. I will pop that in roll 20.
And this is the hermit priest that we think can heal Yanagi.
Yes.
Yeah? Okay, thanks, Tim.
Already on the map.
Sorry, Buddhist Gakush show, not Buddhist Gakush.
Thank you.
But his name's Gosankyo.
Thank you.
So, are you going to take Yanagi up to the Hermitage?
I think we should.
Mhm.
If this guy's got a chance of
Right,
healing
it's
him.
why we're here, isn't it?
It is indeed. Very good. Okay. Let me just pull up his specs. So that is the Hyuga. Bushido Hyuga. That's the one I wanted. Bum-bum-bum. Right. So you make your way up to the path to the Hermitage, and you do indeed find a priest there, who greets you and inquires what are you here for? To see his master?
Our friend here is gravely wounded, and we wish that your master may look at him and help him with his wounds.
Well, please come in, and I will see if the master is free.
I'll bow deeply to him and usher Harumi in. Usher Yanagi in.
Yanagi.
Yeah, carry the stretcher with Yanagi in it.
Yep.
The hut.
Okie doke. Right. In that case, what is he doing today? 3. That means he is meditating. Okay, the master is Master Gosankyo is meditating at present and cannot be disturbed today, but he has no plans for tomorrow at present. If you wish to leave your friend here, I will tend to him as best I can, and we will see what the master can do tomorrow.
I will
You wish to leave
bow
him
very
here, or... Yes?
Would you mind terribly if one of us stayed with him?
If you wish to stay, that is would be fine with him.
I would like.
You would have to sleep on the floor. They
would
do
like-
not have accommodation for many here.
I would like for one of us to be with him, just in case he passes on. I'd like for one of us to be with him.
I will say.
Do not believe he's in any danger of passing.
No.
He says, looking at him.
I still think in his fragile state we should have someone stay with him to be safe. What do you think, Kinzo? Kosa?
Well, I think Baka offered, didn't he?
I did.
I think it's wise to do it.
Well, in that case, I suggest we leave Baka with him.
Yeah.
Assuming that the young priest doesn't mind, that is.
Oh, he looks at back. Oh, no. The floor might not actually be big enough for him. He says,
I may need a bit more floor,
jokingly.
yeah.
Okay, in that case, I shall bow politely to them both and leave the hut.
I'll say arigato to
Okay.
Baka. Thanks for looking after him.
My
Okay.
pleasure.
The priest asks if Baka minds if he has a look at your friend to see if there is anything he can do to help.
Please feel free.
Okay. We will have a physician roll from the junior priest, which doesn't do particularly well. He's badly injured, he says. There appear to be severe problems with his eye and his arm. I think I'd probably best leave that for the master to look at.
As a matter of interest, Dave, is Yanagi's arm actually broken or severed?
I don't believe it was severed. I think it was fractured in several places, judging by the damage to it.
Okay, fair enough. Okay.
I think he took 12 critical to his arm and 11 critical to his eye. And given they weren't using a severing weapon, then that.
I know. Okay. If they're using a blunt weapon, it will have broken it. Okay.
Yes. Okay. And.
I'm not sure the adventure in life is for you, my son, Yanagi.
Which is the second
So-
time he's been laid out, isn't it?
Yes, that's one reason why Kinzo's beginning to think that perhaps he should retire from an active adventure in life before it kills him. But we'll wait and see.
Well, he does make a very good meat shield.
I'm going to pretend I didn't hear that.
The junior priest will attempt to summon a healing miracle to see if he can heal some of the non-critical injury. And given that he is currently on a... Where's Yunagi's sheet? So he's 34 down, so he's -4 on his BCS. His first attempt fails. He tries a second attempt, which
Oh my God.
fails. He tries a third attempt and succeeds, doing 5 points of healing. But he says, given the resistance of the patient to the healing miracle, he believes it would be best to wait any further to speak with the master tomorrow.
I understand.
Let's make Yanagi as comfortable as possible.
And
And
I'll offer to help out doing any jobs they need doing around here whilst we wait.
well, he thanks you for your offer, and if you could look after your friend, etc., then that would be most helpful.
Certainly.
Now,
Hold on. Kosa, are we staying in the village or are we going back to the boat?
Well, what is the longer term plan? Are we meant to be travelling further on the boat?
We're
you
going
are
home in the
staying
boat,
on
aren't
the
we?
boat here, south of the river, until the reinforcements are expected to arrive in 3 days. So effectively, the boat will travel back up to Suguni on the 3rd day to meet the reinforcements.
Right. Are they okay with us staying at the shrine and then picking us up on the way once their reinforcements arrive?
Well, as far as your boss is concerned, he's happy for you to stay at the shrine. They have scouts out. If there is any sign of visitors from Miyazaki, they should have sufficient warning to let you know to return to the boat.
That's what we'll do then. We'll wait until you pick us up.
Okay. So do you want to stay in the village of Tsindebo or camp outside the shrine? I mean, you have the choice. You can either camp out. There isn't room in the shrine, in the Hermitage for you.
We'll camp around the
Yeah,
shrine area.
I think stay close to the shrine, as close to Yanagi as possible.
There we go.
Part of my penance, no doubt.
Okay. So the following morning, Kosankyo is told at breakfast that you are here and you have brought your compatriot to him for healing. And at this point, we better check what his skills actually are, because I know what his yogas are. The question is, are his yogas particularly useful in your current position? So, healing by yoga.
I have a question for you, Dave.
Yes, indeed.
Does Kinzo think that he can pass his blessing on to Yanagi if it's necessary?
Probably not. It was a
That's probably what I as a
blessing.
player thought, but I thought I'd ask the question just in case.
Yes. No, it was a personal blessing to you from drinking that sake.
Damn. I have to ask for a more general one next time.
Can you just give me a voucher for one, next time?
So what was that, Nick?
Ask them to give you a voucher for one next time. Anybody can cash it in.
Oh, I see, a luncheon voucher. Yeah, that's not a bad idea.
Well, I owe you one blessing.
Oh,
Right, just so you're aware, Kinzo spends most of the next day in silent prayer and contemplation.
well. You are indeed in luck. It turns out that Gosankyo is a master of karma yoga,
Woohoo.
which is the yoga which is used to heal critical damage.
That's what we want.
Okay. Now, unfortunately, there is a penalty to the BCS roll of the critical damage affecting that area. Not the length of the damage, the critical damage.
Gonna make it tough.
Oh, it is. Right. So we average his magic capability with the BCS and the yoga. Okay, so that is that, which means that his skill is that, which means his faith BCS is that.
Is there anything the priest can do to boost his capability?
Yes, he is going to use a scroll. He is going to read stanzas from the teachings of the Buddha that are on this sacred scroll, which will assist him in his efforts to heal your friend, which gives him an additional that. So,
As long as the scroll doesn't go foot.
it is a permanent scroll. It is a one of the reasons he is here is meditating to discern the secrets that the Buddha have concealed in this scroll in terms of enhancing his knowledge of Bushido.
Well, good luck with that then.
Oh yes. So yes, effectively he's trying to research an Okuden of Bushido from this scroll. Fun. So it will cost him effectively 10 points of power each time he tries to heal by yoga. So he can get 6 of these off per day. And unfortunately, it costs that whether he succeeds or not.
How long does it actually take him to do this?
Healing by yoga. Doesn't actually say, but I would say it's probably about an hour. Because it is a.
Well, it's starting when he's reading from a sacred text. Then,
Exactly.
Okay.
It's a ritual effect that he's doing. But given the number of hours, sorry, that is, it will take him half a Japanese hour. Okay, i.e., 1 European hour. He can do 6 of them before he runs out of power for the day, so he will attempt them. So this is at -12.
Let's eat the ones you threw at us.
How about the 20s I threw at me? Okay, first attempt.
Oh.
Fails. Second attempt.
Oh,
All right, I'm joking. I was joking.
come on now.
Third attempt.
Oh!
Fails. Possibly it may be better to concentrate on the eye, he says. The army infecting those wounds, or the evil spirit infecting the break in his arm is resisting the powers of the Buddha. So let us attempt to heal the damage to the eye, which is only at -11. He smiles as he is proven correct, and you heal 8 points of lethal damage to the eye on the 4th attempt. So 8 points of critical damage, leaving 3 points of critical damage to be healed. So he's only at -3 on this one. So on his 5th attempt in the day, that succeeds and is enough to heal the rest of the critical damage to the eye.
Nice.
Okay. Leaving him 12 points down in the arm, and he has one attempt left today. He will make.
Right, Dave.
Yes?
When the other Dave comes back, he's got to make a health saving throw to see if he loses any effect on his eye at all.
Yes, agreed. But I'm not going to try and make that roll now. We'll wait for Dave to
No, that's why. Let Dave do it.
Yeah, it's a life-changing role. Wait for the player.
Okey doke. So, one final attempt on the arm.
Dead.
So the arm gets 7 better, and he is only 5 critical down. But the priest is exhausted and will have to take to his bed for the night to try again tomorrow. Right.
I will kowtow to him and thank him very much.
He is glad that he is able to help.
Okay, Baka, is he fully fit now?
I think he's going to need 1 more day. Doesn't he? He's still got critical damage left, doesn't he?
He still has 5 points of critical to the arm.
And if we want him to be able to heal naturally, then we need to get rid of the ailment, don't we?
Well, no, I believe you can heal that sort of damage anyway. It just takes a very long period of time.
And he
may,
will.
of course, not heal properly. That's the problem.
We will have to wait and see.
But yeah, if
He
we're
may-
waiting 3 days anyway, then I think one more day. If the
Oh no! If he needs another day, then we wait another day. It's not a problem. After all, we're only waiting for more Yakuza scum to turn up.
certainly.
Is that any way to talk about your employer?
Well, yes,
So
it
the
is.
It is actually, yes. So the following day, there is he attempts to do another healing by yoga and succeeds, and his arm is fully healed. And having done that, he will then attempt to heal the lethal damage remaining. And succeeds
Oh, nice.
on a 19. And heals all bar one of the lethal damage that remains. And since Unagi has had a peaceful night at rest, he can get that lethal point back anyway. So Unagi is now back to how he should be, subject to a health roll for his eye, I believe.
But yeah, if he fails the health saving throw, he loses 25% of his deafness on a permanent basis.
Ouch.
Unless his sight can be magically restored.
Well, we don't know. As far as I'm aware, we don't know anybody who can do that.
No.
You can, of course, train it back, but it's, he can't afford to lose any deafness at all because he's already got less than he should have.
Yes. He only has 15. So losing 25% of that would take him down to... Ooh, do I get nasty and round up? Round down or round up? Have to decide that. We'll wait for the health saving throw.
Oh, that's just me.
That is.
Me? Just me? Why would you say such a thing? However, his deafness
Because you're a
is now...
games master, and all games masters are, by definition, mean.
You don't mean that, do you, Mr. GM? Do you mean...
I certainly do. I'm a mean games master after all. I killed three characters in my last
You
session
did.
and a half.
It's true. I was there.
Yes, but that was only because you were trying to raise poor old Guillermo's funeral heat. It wasn't you had it in for the characters, you had it in for Guillermo.
Okay,
Anyway.
fair enough.
Back-
Yes, I've succeeded.
Back the current campaign. So the second day, the final healing attempt is carried out, and
this-
you restore.
This is
Still quite early
24th
in the
of your
morning,
year
isn't
now.
it?
Or the 25th.
It
I
is,
think it's the 24th of Yayoi.
it is 24 yo-yo,
Yeah.
and the final healing attempt is carried out immediately after breakfast, followed by the healing of the lethal damage. So, mid-morning, you
Do we-
are able to leave the Hermitage.
Do we need to take food over packs for the last few days, or is that taken care of?
No, your food is being paid for by your boss,
Okay.
and food is sent up from Sindebo to you.
Yeah, there may be Yakuza scum, but they do know how to feed us. So I suppose that's a plus point.
As we're leaving, Baka's going to turn to the sensei and say, Master Gosankyo-san, please, thank you for your help. I offer a gold to your Hermitage to pay for future supplies you may need. Please take this.
He bows politely and thanks you, and says he will see about extending the amount of floor space available for visitors.
For guests.
Very appreciated.
Does Kinzo see that?
Well, I should imagine so, because the hermit will say goodbye to you as a group.
Okay. In that case, as we go back to the village, I'll clap Baka on the back and say, "Well done."
We will have
I
to
don't
see
understand.
we will have to see what Yanagi does. We'll ask David when we next see him.
Indeed.
Oh no, I understand that he'll want to do his own thing, but that was for me.
Okay. You return to the village. Oh, for crying out loud. Okay, can I have a wit saving throw from the party as you head down from the Hermitage?
Don't think a 14 makes it for me. No, it does not. Nothing like it. Oh, nice roll, Baka.
Yeah,
Back of the
that's
witty.
right.
Baka's busy talking to Kinzo.
Baka's chewing on rocks by look at that roll.
Was that everybody, Dave?
Yeah, everybody make a wit saving though to see whether anybody notices.
Baka's busy chewing rocks.
Harumi, would you care to make a wit saving throw? I will roll for Yanagi. Nope. Brian, do you want to roll a wit saving throw for Harumi?
I failed by 2.
You still with us, Brian?
Are you with us?
I'm here.
Do you want to roll a wit saving throw for Harumi, please?
Oh, hey. Sorry, I was just reading something.
You were sleeping, don't lie.
No, I wasn't.
Either that or he muted himself.
I've muted myself.
Oh,
Oh.
go back to sleep, mate.
Now, obviously,
Harumi,
Baka and Harumi were talking. They were not.
Yeah. Harumi, have you tried this lovely rock?
Okay. As you walk into the village, you notice that you hadn't noticed this on your way down, but the villagers all appear to have been assembled and are being harangued by their lord.
No.
Well, the moment
Okay.
I see that,
Hang
Kinzo
on,
will
yeah.
stop.
Yeah, instant reaction from people. What are you doing?
He's doing what he's giving them
You
a
don't
hard
know what's
time.
going on. You don't know what's going on, but all the villagers seem to be assembled in the center of the village, and the local samurai and his ashigaru are standing there, and he is haranguing. He's obviously shouting at them.
I want to listen to what he's saying, first of all.
Well, I
So
rolled 20, so I'm just
you're
keep walking.
standing there. You're
Yeah,
standing
stop
there
and listen.
listening. You're stopping and listening.
Backers keep walking because still not paying attention.
Kinzo?
Well, I automatically stop.
Okay. Are you going to do anything else apart from stop, like turn and run, or?
Oh
or
no,
what?
no. If I see Baka going on, I say, "Baka, stop."
I'll stop. Thank
Okay.
you.
Okay. On a 4, the samurai kind of noticed you and kind of gestures to his ashigaru, and one of them turns and says, "Oi, you lot, join the rest."
Meekly follow the orders as given.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Fair enough.
Follow Kinzo.
Okay. The harangue is along the lines of, well, it sounds like the Lord of Miyazaki is calling up all his troops, etc., and therefore the villagers are being told that all able-bodied males are to be given food by their families to last for 2 weeks,
being
and follow him
conscripted.
back to the manor, where they will be issued with weapons, and all heading up the road to Miyazaki.
It's a conscription, it's a draft.
Oh yes. Okay. The Ashiguro watch closely as the women folk disappear off to get.
We still have the license and the letter from
Till the end
that
of the
we're
month.
under mission. Can we not wave that at them?
Who's doing
Quietly,
what?
I'll say to Kosa.
This is not doing anything, it's just standing there listening. Anybody starts to open their mouth, I'll just say, be quiet and listen.
Okay. The women folk are sent off, and the Ashigaru start shepherding you all up the road, following the samurai who is stalking off towards this. He's in a right fury at the moment. Okay.
They've tried to hurt us with them, are they?
Oh yes.
Well, that's going to not move. Stand our ground and not move.
Well, follow. You are ordered to follow by the Ashigaru.
Well, we're not from this village.
The Lord has told you to. You are being called up. Get up there.
I'll look
Pokes you with
round.
the butt end of his spear. Well, yeah. There's kind of a heap of villagers streaming away, and the rest of the Ashigaru around.
Oh, yes. How many Ashigaru are there?
Well, there are probably about half a dozen Ashigaru at the back. There are another 4 that are kind of shepherding the villagers off after the samurai. But so that you lot are kind of hanging back. These 6, most of them appear to be just chivying the back end of the villagers along, but there's probably about 2 standing next to near the Ashigaru, who's kind of just butt stroked you with his spear. Oh, incidentally, it wasn't a particularly good butt stroke. More threatening than anything else. Well, get on.
Not in favour.
All
Not
of
in
you.
favour of being drafted.
No, I don't think I'm going to get drafted here either, Kosa. We're going to have to say something. I'm not even supposed to be here today.
Well, I gave you every opportunity to spot what was going on.
No, I'm not being drafted into no army.
Well, shall I lay out what's going on at present? Let's see if I can find. This wasn't what I expected to happen today. Let me see if I can find a map to put you on. Ah, dear. Do I have a village map that I can use?
So I guess they're leaving Harumi alone.
But she's a woman.
Oh no, Harumi's
No?
getting sent. Sorry, Harumi's getting sent off to go and get food from the house.
Ah, you're getting the
Yeah,
women.
why haven't you gone? You're supposed to get the food for your manfolk. They don't understand why you're
sorry,
standing still.
I'm sorry, sir, but none of us are married to Harumi. So she has nobody to go and get food for.
They don't even live here.
Yeah, that was going to be my next one. I'm not
Where is
even
that
from
as well?
here.
Well, carry on with your business, whatever it is.
Okay, we will. Thank you. Bye-bye.
They say to Harumi.
On this side of the river, we're in a different province, aren't we?
You are in
Province.
South Hyuga, yes.
Yes, we're not even from this province.
We're just visitors.
We don't feel bound by your draft.
Oh dear, this is going to end badly.
It is, isn't
For
it?
the
I know it is,
Ashigaru.
yeah, but
We really,
somebody-
We really get in some trouble every time we go to visit Miyazaki, don't we? We're going to end up like wanted
I'm hoping
murderers
that
because we
the
killed
others
the.
are still moving off while we're having this discussion. The other,
They probably
more than
are.
the
They
other
probably
FTO.
are.
Hopefully they'll
Ah,
get far
dear.
enough away.
Right. I'm going to use the old map of Shinshinotsu. As this is the only village map I've got at the moment, it'll do. I mean, as long as you're prepared to overlook the the how shall I put it, the embarrassment of such poor quality preparation. So
No, it's what happens, Dave. You know, you think, well, one of them will make a spot roll. Yeah, no.
Yeah.
okay, let me just collect the party.
I shall
And
point out to everybody all your subdual damage, if you took any, has gone away.
Yeah.
so please remove your subdual damage. No, it's not that one. Where the heck did I put it?
You lost us.
Is it? I'm trying to find the last battle, and I seem to have lost it, which is really weird, considering it was just now.
We tried to find the map.
Yeah, the map that we're on, so we can take us off and put us on this one.
Exactly, and I can't find the damn thing.
Is it going into a
That's
folder
that-
maybe?
Well, see, Dave, I've suffered that problem. Now, every time I make a map, I put the party on it, even if they're not necessarily going to go there, because that way I don't then get embarrassed like this, you see?
Yeah, so I would have to
me it was-
apologise once again for my incompetence. So let's get them together. Okay, so we need Yanagi, we need Kosa, we need Kinzo, we need Kyūryū, we need
We'd have
Baka.
6 people, I believe.
Harumi.
All the names at the bottom plus Yanagi.
Copy. And paste them on the Shinshinotsu map.
Battle of Shinshinotsu, here we go, boys.
And actually, let me check and see it's not in the archived. It may have archived itself. No, it's not in the archived ones.
You've not accidentally moved it into a
As far as
folder,
I know,
no?
you have to actually archive things. I don't think it does it automatically.
No. Nope.
It's not new page 1. How can I have lost an entire page?
Maybe it never happened.
Oh, no. What happened seems to have been that the map... This is weird. The map of the last battle, if you remember, the jetties all pointed down towards the bottom of the map.
Yeah.
But when I looked on the on the thumbnail that you get in Roll20, it was pointing to the side of the map.
Because it'll show how you first uploaded the picture.
That's the problem, because I turned the map 90 degrees. Anyway, so I now need to get Harumi and Baka and add them to the party. Control C and move you to Shinshinotsu. So, you are all there, and hopefully you can move your tokens. Please check. I will now find half a dozen Ashigaru.
Oh, only half a dozen. Easy money.
These are the half a dozen with you. There's another 4 further up the road, and there is the samurai ahead of them. This could prove embarrassing. So.
Right, I'm going to go and make myself a cup of coffee, okay?
If you would do that, I will add some spearmen to the map. And then further off up the trail. 2, 3, 4. And then off the sheet. Bum, bum, bum. I'll put in there. I won't bother putting loads and loads of peasants on. They're certainly not going to come in and help you. Okay, so you were gathered in the center here. Well, actually, off to this side because you came in from the bottom of the map. So if you want to position yourselves as you are in a group. And there is one guy here who's been butt stroking Kosa, or trying to butt stroke Kosa and not doing a great job of it. And he's got a couple of mates who are around. There's another 2 up there who were at the back end of the peasants pushing them, and there's another 4 who are further up, chivying the peasants along behind the samurai.
Are these guys in armor?
Oh yes.
Thought they might be. Okay.
Yes.
You're up.
Well, you can show your pass. You can try and talk to them.
Yes, we still
Will you?
have our. Who was the pass signed by?
The head of the castle of the Flame Temple.
No,
Yes. No,
it wasn't.
that's finished.
Oh no, our
That's
letter saying what we're on the mission that we're on was from them, wasn't it? And the letter of weapon thing was from someone in Nobuoka.
Correct. Let's see. Da-da-da-da-dum. So you
But we don't have any authorization from anybody official, do we?
You received your letter on 1st of Yayoi for 30 days, and it authorized you.
That our letter to bear arms.
It authorized you to bear arms to carry out a mission for the daimyo for 30 days.
Oh, let's wave that. Open that up and show him. We are on a mission for a higher authority.
Do you have any rhetoric skills at all? He says, questioningly.
Very unlikely. Very unlikely, but we'll have a look just for a laugh.
I'm just wondering if there's any way you can enhance your plea for reasonableness.
I could deliver it in hiragana.
You're actually going to write out a kind of reasonable request, are you?
No, I'm going to speak to him.
Yes, you're speaking in Nipponese. Hiragana is just a form of writing.
Oh, it's just a written language. Right, okay,
Yeah.
There's not much I can do then.
Well, I mean, the three forms of writing are basically block capitals, simple.
Yeah, three forms of writing.
Which is the hiragana.
Yep.
Sorry, katakana is the block capitals. Hiragana is the joined up writing. Cursive. But that would just show that you're a kind of ponced up peasant.
Educated men.
Educated
I don't have
men,
any
sorry.
any persuasive abilities particularly.
Okay, so you are merely proffering a letter. What are you saying?
Yes. This letter is from a higher authority. We are on a mission for him.
Okay. So, first of all, what is his reaction? I is good for you. There are minuses on this. So, Dum-dum. Roll.
Get in.
Weird.
Oh no. It's a D100.
Yeah. He is not interested in reading any piece of paper that isn't signed by his lord. Get up there, you uppity peasant. Show it to the lord.
Which of the Ashigaru is Kosa actually talking to?
This one,
This one.
my right, yes. My man, we're not going to go with you. And it's simple as that.
Birch, but. And he kind of pokes you with the butt of his spear, and these two will step forward and attempt to do the same.
Well, I shall step into him and try and put his lights out.
Ooh.
Oh dear. 1 second while I call up the action list. Okay. Can people see that, or do I need to strip it all out and redo it from
Can see it.
scratch? Remove all
See it.
turns. I thought it was. Oh, you can see it.
You can see it, but it's
I
got
can see
people's
it,
turns in it.
but not everybody's on it.
You
It's not
you
complete.
can't see everybody. Yeah, that's the problem. It always is. Okie doke. So add turn and add turn. Add turn and add turn. Add turn. Add turn. Turn and add turn. Add turn and turn and add turn and add turn. But Harumi, I'm afraid I did 2 for, and I'm going to have to take 1 off. Sorry, Harumi.
Only got one
That's
for
okay.
Yanagi.
Ah, right. I better add another one for Yanagi. Okie doke. And I will add 1 for the Ashigaru. Actually, I'll add 2 for the Ashigaru. Okie doke. Anybody who's not on 10 and 5, please put your things on.
Done.
Oh, hang on, that didn't come through. I thought it kept the label. Okie doke. And
Are we going to
Fine.
assume that Yanagi made his health saving throw to save his deafness?
for this time, yes, we will assume that. Okie doke. So what's he on? Yanagi's on 4 and 2. Oh no, he's sorry, he gets
Normally
his
he's on
deafness
7
back,
normally.
so he's on 7 and
Yeah.
3.
Yeah.
Okie
That's
doke.
what I was asking, you see, because 4 and 2 was what he was when he was completely knackered.
Okay, and Harumi is on, I believe, 4? No,
Two.
on 2.
Ooh.
2.
No,
My
2.
apologies.
Well,
Okie doke. So. Well, the 3 Ashigaru are going to attempt to butt stroke Kosa, and probably do very badly at it. So let's, and the other one is just going to stand there and watch, because he wasn't actually told what to do. And you peasants wouldn't dream of doing anything other than what you're ordered, now would you? So 3 attempts to butt stroke Kosa. Okay. 2 of them succeed, but since they were only kind of half effect, you
Prodding
take
me a bit is.
Oi!
prodding you a bit. You take 4 points of subdual damage. Oi! Well, let's do them in order of closeness to the Ashigaru first. Kosa.
Can you move Kosa above Kyūryū and Kinzo because he initiates the combat?
Can I move him up there? Yes, I can. Fine. In that case, Kosa, you initiate combat. You do what?
Want to point blank range thump.
Yes, Kosa.
I think that's going to clock him unless he's wearing huge amounts of
yeah,
armor.
yeah. No, that clocks in quite
Like-
convincingly. They're only wearing AC 4.
9 points, please.
Okie doke. I will move him back. You are in close with him, but I just move him back so I can keep it separate. Okay, you've done 9 points of subdual to him. Kyūryū? You move 3. You can strike the same round, or strike the same action.
15 my
Please
base.
put your strength. Please put it back to your base strength, please.
Oh yeah, I've got to do that, don't I?
Okay. So does he actually react in time? Which saving throw?
Base BCS is still 21.
No. So he is not using his weapon in bonus mode, so therefore he's only AC 4.
That hit him then.
Slightly by
You hit.
surprise.
Yep.
Eight damage. D6
damage.
plus 2 plus my level.
Right. Kinzo.
I'm going to step back 1 yard and get me Yuara out.
Okay. That's the point. I don't think Kosa and Kyūryū, you were using your Yuaras, so that's 2 points better for each of the bad guys.
No, I'm using my Yuara, quite right. This guy just hit my
You
friend
weren't
with a spear.
carrying it as you weren't carrying it as you walked along, as Kinzo
I didn't
just
say I was.
pointed out.
I didn't say I was getting them out. So.
Okay.
Okay, that's fine. You get your Wara ready. Baka, you do have your Tetsubo over your shoulder because it's the only way you can carry it.
Haha.
It's got in it.
Let's go, big guy.
Right, but I have a wall of my friends in front of me, so I am going to take a step. Oh, wrong one.
What's your BMA?
BMA of 5, isn't it?
Just charge one of them.
So you can either you can't actually charge, but you could move to there or there and attack one, or actually you could move to there and attack this one.
Am I engaged
Or
at the
this
moment?
one. No, you're not engaged
got
by
spears,
them.
haven't
They've got spears,
Yeah,
but
they're
they've
not
only
really-
been using them on Kosa.
So if I drop my Tetsubo, could I charge this one?
You could actually step forward and do something to him. You don't have to charge. It's only 2 hexes away.
But I've got like 5 of my allies around me.
Uh,
My chances of hitting when they've got armor are very slight. So I was thinking about dropping the Tetsubo, charging in and grappling.
Well, if you're going to charge the one at the most southern, because you can actually get up to charge speed.
Cool.
Yeah, the one that's on his own down there.
Right. Let's
Okay.
drop this
In that
Tetsubo.
case, you can charge him. Fair enough. Your choice as
And
to which
then-
hex you're in. Probably best going for that one.
Can I be in his hex?
You can. Yes, you can.
Go for that then. Okay. So there's charge.
Hang on. That's on 2.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
He gets a wit saving throw to realise that you peasants are actually thinking of attacking. No, he doesn't. Take completely by surprise.
That'll
Yanagi,
help.
I think
what do you think
Yanagi's gonna
you will do?
I think Yanagi's gonna probably look round what those two behind us are doing.
Well, I don't think any of them would have noticed yet.
No, but he's
Haven't been
probably
any
going to keep an
screen-
eye on those two, rather than involved in this melee.
well,
He's going to keep an eye on
Basically, move him to our left 3 hexes.
Well, those two have actually moved forward 3 hexes that way this round because they're chivying
think
the
it's just
last of the peasants along.
I think he's just going to keep an eye on them.
No,
And
as I
those-
say, if
and-
he moves to our left 3 hexes, he clears his hindrance that he causes the rest of us, and he can keep an eye on those 2 as well.
If he moves to here,
I mean, he means
That way.
top left. Towards the top
Okay.
left, yeah.
fair enough. In that case, he will move to there. Okay,
You see, he's no longer causing us any hindrance.
okay. As far as this is concerned, wit saving throw for the 2 Ashigeru on the side to see if they react to Kosa charging. Actually, no. The one on the north doesn't get a wit saving throw because he blew it against Kyūryū. So the one to the south, no, he is also confused and gets no secondary.
We're all surprised. We're all a bit surprised.
And the guy that you charged is completely surprised. So
Good.
they get no secondaries.
Good.
There's gorilla running towards him.
Hairless gorilla.
Are you taking your secondary?
I certainly am, sir.
Go for it.
Take this.
Oh, unlucky,
No,
mate.
no.
Fuck you, Roll 20.
Oh dear.
Fuck you, Roll
So
20.
roll a d20.
6. Probably a daze.
Gives yourself a day's special effect.
Okay.
Okie doke. So that basically just means you forfeit your next available action phase. So you may miss your next primary. Okie
Okay.
doke. So that gives you a daze, which is that one. And
Moses dice strike again.
Do. Hasn't
Kyūryū.
happened for a little while, but it's bound to happen eventually.
Kyūryū.
I'll let my fists do the talking. Take 6 damage, sir.
That is going to be a hit on your secondary, doing 6 damage. He's still there.
Not for long.
Kinzo? I can't do anything in your secondary, can you? Baka's
Oh, well,
charging.
I could, but I'm not going to.
Oh, you
I
could
could
kick.
kick him. I could kick, but I'm not going to.
Fair enough.
I might need my legs to run away with.
Okay. Yanagi's not doing anything. Harumi, what are you doing?
There's a fight going on.
There is a fight going on. Yeah.
Yeah, there is. I think got to make the ground a little muddy.
Oh, yes.
Where?
Go to here,
Nice.
and then I guess it's
Well,
Goes around.
those 2 are in the same hex. I just moved this guy off to the side so
Oh,
we can
okay.
separate the 2.
Yeah,
So
we are.
those, 2
Yeah.
those 2 are in the same hex.
Yeah, we're nose to nose, pretty much.
Would it be worth
But
making it
still-
muddy like here so that when these lot come charging down, they've got to go through it, or does it not work that way?
It's not immediately obvious. But then, are they going to come charging down here? Are they going to come charging down here? What? We don't know.
yeah, that's the question.
Well, those 2 and those 2 have disappeared off the edge of the map, heading towards the manor at the moment.
Sorry, I was zoomed in too much. Which two and which two?
Sorry, those two and those two just moved off the edge of the map this turn.
Oh yeah.
The mass of the peasants effectively stretches from here off up the path, off the edge of the map. These two
Alright.
are at the rear of the group of peasants. Apart from these uppity peasants who've refused to follow.
And
So-
Kosa's stunned at the moment?
Kosa
Okay.
is slightly dazed at the moment, yes.
Okay, he's dazed.
Baka's charged that one. That one, nobody's doing anything to at the moment. These two don't appear to have noticed what's going on, but then it's only happened this round.
Yeah, it's only just happened. I hate to do this to you, Kosa, but I'm going to drop the mud right at where Kosa's standing.
No. It's gonna make
I'm
it
sorry.
worse.
Could be worse. And that's
Nope.
bad. No, it doesn't. I missed it by one.
Oh, unlucky, mate.
You don't. Never
Can't
mind.
make up your mind, you see.
And at the end of the round, Baka gets his charge.
Well, back at blocking one.
What are you trying to do? Are you using your sumai to grapple? Are you what?
Grapple. Because I think if you succeed on the sumo grapple, you can do a throw at the end of it or something. But I'll try the grapple first and see.
Okay, you're plus one for a charge. He's not actively defending, so he's only AC 4. So what's your
That should be
BCS?
good. My primary BCS is 14. So
Plus
that's
one,
by
15?
7, 15, so by 8.
You
Less
get a
4 for
bonus
his armor?
if you charge with sumo. You get your BMA bonus if you make it. BMA as a bonus effect number to the effect numbers.
I'm gonna have to
so-
reread my rules.
Yes, that's it. Anything sumo is good for is grappling at the charge.
Yeah.
Fine. In that case, that was 15 less 4 for his armor class is 11. So that's less. So you rolled a 7. So that's a base 4 plus your BMA is 5. So that's 9.
13.
9 effect numbers.
What?
Hang on. You rolled a 14 plus 1 for the. Sorry. You rolled a 7. Yes.
Yeah,
Your BCS is 14.
correct. Which goes up to 15.
Yep. Which then goes up to a 20 for the charge.
Right.
Okay.
But yeah.
His
Minus
armor
is 4.
class is 4. Drops it down
Yep.
to 16. So on a 7, you've made 9 effect numbers.
Got ya.
So if a character
Okay.
charges into his attack, it may add his base movement allowance to the effect number of that grapple attack.
So effectively, you got 9 effect numbers. Congratulations.
Fantastic.
That's not enough to grapple him and restrain him fully, but it is a successful grapple with 9 effect numbers.
As I
Okay.
said, I think if I once I have got him fully grappled, then I can do a throw or something. Is that correct?
I think you get a choice with a
Or
grapple.
is that only on a charge?
No, you get choices with a grapple. Once you've overcome him, you've got multiple choices. How long you hold it and what you do to him.
First of all, you've actually got to overcome his strength, and then
Yeah,
you've done
exactly.
that.
We'll deal with that if that happens.
Yeah.
Improving this grapple is going to be quite tricky, I reckon.
Okay. Once the character using Sumai has rendered a foe helpless in a grapple attack, but to do that, you've got to exceed his strength. You may elect to use your next available action phase to hurl the target to the ground.
Fantastic.
Okay. So you've got 9 effect numbers on him, but that has not exceeded his strength.
Sure.
Assuming he's a classic Ashigaru, he'll have 20 strength.
So this
You
should be
have got-
uncomfortable.
20 or more, we'll worry about it.
Sorry, I'm just moving him off, so I'm just making a note that you've got 9 effect numbers in his little blue box. Okie dokie.
Certainly.
Okay, but he's in the hex with you. And that is the end of that round. What are people planning on doing this round? Carrying on as they are?
Yeah.
Charging in
Well,
Kinzo?
Can I pull out my Yawara and still get 2 attacks?
If you have a look at the combat actions table, it says that a draw weapon can be done on a primary or secondary action, and you may ready weapon for combat.
So I'll have to use an
So
action.
take your. You have to use an action to do it.
Okay, I'm just going to continue punching then.
Punch him on your primary, prepare your Yawara on
Yeah.
your secondary.
Yeah. Not wasting my
Okay.
primary on it.
Go in that case. Let's do the Ashigaru first. So
What?
those
Kinzo's going to back away out of combat for now.
so those guys are now that far off the map. These guys, there haven't been any kind of loud screams or cries of pain. There've been a few thuds, but nothing that would particularly draw attention. Have they noticed anything? No. 1, 2, 3. Get along there, you peasants! Hurry up! The master will get even more angry if you keep him waiting. These guys come out of their surprise. This guy steps back one.
Dave, on the top
Yes?
left of the map is there another figure. Is that another Ashigaru?
No, that is the samurai lord who stalked.
Okay, fine, that's all right.
He's ahead of all the peasants in the Ashigaru. He's stalking up to his manor. He's really annoyed.
Excellent.
Good.
He'll be even more annoyed when he finds out what's going on. That's it.
Well, hopefully we'll have run away by then. Even if we have to carry Harumi.
Okay. As far as these Ashigaru are concerned, this guy's going to step back and deploy his spear as Kyūryū presumably is stepping forward.
Will be, yeah.
Okie doke. You going to that one or that one? Your choice.
I'll go left.
Okay.
That one there.
This guy can't really move because he's in close combat. This guy will step back and deploy his spear. And this guy's grappled and can do bugger all. Now, let's have...
Not nice, is it?
The one that Kyūryū is attacking is shouting this round.
Not if I punch him in the mouth.
Well, he is starting to shout. As far as actions this round, that guy was trying to deploy his spear. So he's basically got the point end first because he's at -3 on his attack on you. Oh he's just deploying his spear in defensive mode and shouting. So he's informing everybody what's going on. That guy is so surprised he hasn't said a word. And he's in close with Kosa. He will try and step back out of close combat. I presume you're following Kosa?
I'm currently dazed.
Oh, right. In that case, he steps back to there and reverses his spear so he's got the pointy end and will attempt to stab you at -3. But if you're dazed, you don't get active defenses, do you?
I don't know. Yes, I don't know. To be honest, but I assume so. It wouldn't seem unreasonable.
If you're stunned, you're passive.
You get your defense because he's not stunned, he's only dazed.
Right. I thought dazed, you didn't get your active defense. Stunned, you were also considered passive.
Oh no, you don't get your active defense, your level-based defense if you're stunned, but if you're dazed, you do. It's the other way
Right,
around.
fine, yes. Oh, I see. No. If you're stunned, you reading it. If you're
Oh
stunned,
yeah. You
you're
get
considered
bonuses as
passive,
well, but we won't worry.
and you lose your defense. Dazed,
Yeah,
you
that's
still
why
have your
getting
active
stunned
defense.
kills you.
Yeah. So basically, you are AC 3. Yes.
Yeah, I'm only wearing my normal peasant garb or whatever.
And he's -3. That is not enough to hit you. Consider yourself lucky.
You
This
come out.
guy, you do indeed come out of daze. Oh, happy days. This guy, although he's deployed his spear into active use, has also decided to shout a warning this round. And therefore doesn't attack anybody on his primary. And this guy, does he come out of his surprise? No, he's still totally surprised and can't make out what the hell's going on. This tank
Just been
just
grabbed.
charged
Just
me.
been-
He's grabbed me by the feet.
Just grabbed you by the gorilla.
Okay,
Wrapping
Kosa,
enemies spear up together.
you come out of your daze. Kyūryū,
Punchy.
as this guy opens his mouth to start shouting,
I put my fist in it.
Put your fist in it.
Yeah.
Okay, he is now active defense and therefore is now AC 5.
That doesn't help him then. Don't think.
What's your base BCS?
Base BCS is 21.
Okie doke. Can I have a so that basically means you miss,
Yeah, it would hit
even
armor
without
class 4.
accounting for distraction.
I want at least one.
Yeah,
by one.
missed by 1.
Okie doke. So he shouts a warning. These peasants are revolting.
It is necessarily voting.
You're
Watch
revolting.
for weeks.
Your mum's revolting.
Help, help, they refuse to be repressed.
Your
Kinzo.
father was in the berry.
Kinzo is going to cut off any attacks from the other guys. Okay, Baka, you can choose to increase your grapple attempt if you wish.
Yes, please. Come on.
Go for it.
Pull him out.
Oh, that's more like
Ooh,
it.
nice one.
Nice one.
As that Ashigaru is completely surprised, does Baka get a bonus?
He does indeed. The guy isn't using active defense, and B, he gets another +2 for the fact that he's surprised in that. So he's effectively only counts as AC 2. So what's your BCS?
BCS of 14.
So deduct 2 from that, so that's an effect of 12.
Oh,
So you've got another 7 effect on him, so he's now up to 16. Still not
This is
overcome
better.
his strength, but
You're wrapping him up.
yep.
this is what I was worried about last week.
Yanagi?
He's probably just watching those guys.
He's watching those two guys.
Yeah.
And
If he's got Yuwara, he will prepare them because that's sensible.
oh yes, he will. Conceal himself behind a chicken coop or something. Right, what happens with this lot? So, the two at the back, a warning has been shouted. On a 19, one of them completely misses it and continues on 3. The other hears it, kind of moves forward 1, stops and turns round. Okay. Now, the 4 that are just off the map there, 2 of them are closer, so do they hear it?
Oh.
One of them does. So he moves to there and stops and turns round. And the other one carries on and is there. The two beyond that are much further away, and neither of them hear it. So they go up to there and there. And the samurai is too far away and won't hear it at all.
What
Okay.
about the peasants?
Oh, the peasants are keep going up the road.
You're being
Yeah, I
shoved
thought-
along that way.
They've
They're
got
being
the
shoved.
spots then.
They're being shoved along by Ashigaru, and something about the peasants are refusing to be repressed. Well, yeah, that's obviously not to them. Help! We're under attack by these peasant scum, or words to that effect. Okay, so that is the what they're doing on their secondaries. That guy used his primary to shout. Is that a primary? Is that a basic? I think it might be a basic actually. No, that's
I think it's a
give
basic.
orders. Primary is give orders or kind of communicate stuff is a primary. So on a
Well-
secondary, they can take an action. So he's gonna attempt to stab Kyūryū with his spear at a lot of minuses. How many minuses? Okay. His base BCS is 14. He's -3 for the range, which is 11. What's sorry?
Hold on.
My apologies. 13 halved is 7. +1 for his level is 8. Less 3 is 5. What's your armor class, Kyūryū?
I'm wearing armor class 4.
That would bring it down to 1. Does he make a wit? Well, he doesn't matter whether he makes his wit saving throw or not. Well, it does, because on a 1 he might miss. Does he make his wit? He doesn't make his wit saving throw, so his BCS is actually 0. So that means on a 1 he needs to roll again to see if he actually hits you.
Oliver,
Yeah.
are you're wearing 4, but you're level 2, so that isn't your AC 6?
Yes, my AC
Correct.
6 I'm wearing 4.
Right.
Yeah, Essentially, the guy's got no chance of hitting him unless he rolls a double 1.
Well, he rolled a 1.
Yeah,
He
1 in
needs to roll
400
again
chance.
versus his raw BCS to succeed at all. And he rolled a 15, and his raw BCS is only 13, so therefore he missed. He missed on a 1.
Yeah, that's because Kyūryū's right up next to him, and the spear point's behind him. So
Yep.
Yeah,
And it is a second
Yes.
base, so
and it is a secondary.
And it's Kyūryū.
Crumble. Okay, against Kosa. Well, we will attempt to stab Kosa.
your boost sucks.
We shouldn't have done that, should we?
Oh dear, you didn't want to do that, lad. You did not want to do that. My turn now.
On an 8, he's done. Oh, God.
Dear.
Right, that's him out for the rest of this round and next round. Well, that was the rest of this round. He's out all next round as well. Okay. This
Good.
guy is going to attempt to stab Kosa. And fail. But wasn't bad enough that he stabbed his mate, because he's in close. And the other guy against Baka, no, he's completely surprised, so he does nothing this round. Okay, Kosa. This guy kind of tries to stab you with his spear, but kind of brings the butt up under his chin, basically, as you clobber him.
And my primary, I'm going to step right
No,
in
this
close.
is your secondary. So simultaneously with him hitting you, you're hitting him, presumably.
I'm pulling out my UR in that case.
Oh, you're putting out your Yawara on your secondary. Okay, fine. So you are still in close, but you are in close with a stunned guy.
Yep.
Kyūryū,
Unlucky for you.
I am pulling out my Yawara with my secondary.
secondary. Fair enough. Kinzo? Can't do anything really.
I've
Okay.
already done all my action.
Baka, I presume you're not trying to increase your grapple on the secondary?
I'm not. No.
I
Very
don't think you
wise.
can you? It's primary action only, isn't it?
I believe you can attempt to increase your grapple on a secondary, but you're halved just as normal.
I don't know. Don't know.
It doesn't really matter because he's not trying to do it. So
He's
not
not
trying
trying
to do
anyway,
it.
so it doesn't
Correct. So Yanagi's not doing anything. Harumi, are you doing anything this round? That guy is unengaged
Yes, he is.
and within spear range. Just thought I'd point that out.
Yeah. Which way's the boat again?
The boat is off to the north of the map.
Through that spearman, yes.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Harumi's going to take on these Ashigaru.
It's like,
no, I personally, as a player, think she's going to run away, which is the sensible thing to do.
Oh yeah, she's running.
You know?
This is a spear fight. Forget it.
We don't know yet, but we'll find out in a bit.
Oh yeah.
You're all right. They weren't after you.
I think guilty by
True.
association, isn't it?
You're one of the women folk who's running back to the hut to get the food for her men folk.
I could be positioning myself for good shots.
Anyway, next round, I believe it's the Ashigaru first. Okay, so we've got two of them have actually stopped. And what's their reactions? Okay, the rearmost one first, and then the far one. Oh, it's only peasants. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And they walk casually back towards the fight. This guy, does he notice the guy walking back towards him? On a 19, no, he is still completely oblivious to what's going on behind him, despite the shouting. So he is now off the edge of the map as well, though not so far. Right, so there's that guy here. No. Do the two in front here? No. Okay, fine. So each of those get another 3 further away. And that's because we haven't got the ring of sword on metal or sword on kind of bamboo. It's just kind of dull thuds at the moment. Mutter, grumble, grumble. Okay. The Ashigaru, well, they come out of their surprise. So, Baka, your Ashigaru is going to attempt to make a strength saving throw to break your grapple. And on an 8, I believe that misses it by 1. So your grapple actually gets 1 better.
Fantastic.
Fair. Is that correct on strength saving throws? If you miss it, you make it worse?
Yes, yeah.
That's what I thought. That's the advantage that grapples have against straight bushy. This guy with a spear is going to attempt to is going to step back another one and attempt to stab Kosa. First of all, wit saving throw. Ooh, failed.
A man after my own heart.
Yes, and now he's actually after Kosa's heart. He's going to, so he's failed that, so he's -2 for distractions. He's DM Fiat. This building does not exist. I suddenly realised that I positioned people in the building, so the building does not exist. Okay.
Okay, fair enough.
But that
Kind of a
that well is within his spear reach, so therefore that's a restriction. So he's -3 for that. So
What about the
stabbing.
2 trees, Dave?
I think those are bushes rather than trees.
Okay, that's fine. Yeah, so just checking. So
It's
I make
inside-
it. Is it
it's
minus?
He's currently at -3 by the look of it, and then he's at another -1 because his spear is range. Is that 3 or 4? So he's a long range weapon. No, he's actually at optimum range with his spear now. So that's only -3. But Kosa got his Yawara out now, hasn't he?
Yes, and
Your
his mate
armor
is sort of stumbling a bit.
Yeah. So
And I'm
a
about to
3
get
is
very
still
close
enough
to
to
it.
hit you. A 3 is still enough to hit you.
Okay.
So a Yari from memory does a D10 +1. Lethal.
A D10
Well, it does a D10, but we add 1 for its strength.
strength. Yeah.
11 lethal points into Kosa.
Oh.
That was not a nice one.
Ow!
No. Took many of them before it came over.
Hmm.
Need to get
you
lucky
don't-
this round.
So that was him. And then the one fighting you is still stunned. And the one fighting Kyūryū will attempt to step back 1, but at the same time Kyūryū stepping forward 1.
Mhm.
Yes?
Yep.
Okay, so you step forward 1. Going to his left or right? Sorry, you're going to your left or right, rather?
I'll go left.
Okay, so you go to there. Okay, so he is now 1, 2, 3. He's -1 distraction for his mate, -2 restrictions. D20. No, he doesn't ignore that. So he's -3 for that. So roll to hit. 2.
Oh,
So he's on a 14. -3 is 11. What's your armor class? I
me,
think that's a hit.
6.
What? Ah, dear. So let's try again. So that's 14 -3 is 11. -6 means he'd hit you on a 5, so that's still a hit.
My armor class is 6.
So, yes.
Yeah, so you would hit me on a 5. Yeah, sorry, yeah, hit me.
So D10 +1 on you. Only 6 on you.
Is this a sword?
No, this is his spear.
This is
Spear.
right, okay, Yari.
A
Sorry, how
Yari.
many damage did you say? 5?
No, I said 6.
6. Okay. And that's lethal damage.
Lethal damage. Okay, that is the Ashigaru. I think Yanagi will kind of quietly yell a warning. Hang on a second, my apologies. I missed one. That guy... No, I didn't. That Yanagi will kind of hiss a warning that one of the Ashigaros walked back to here. And that there is another one walking back further on. Sorry, not that one. That one. Sorry, move him up there, move him up there. So they're still walking off. But that one is returning. And he is currently 2 hexes off the map. Okay. So, Kosa, what are you doing? You have a
I'm going to.
stunned opponent.
I'm doing 2 strikes on him.
Finish him.
Okay, fine. He is.
Ho 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 ho! Oh, roll 20.
I do not believe this dice roller.
it's
So
having
that's
a
an
laugh.
8 and a 2 on the d10s.
An 8 on a 2 on the d10s. Well, the 8 is the special effect, and the 2 is double damage. So let's have the special effect first.
D20 into
D20.
That's some roll, Nick.
A
13.
13. Target is stunned and must make a health saving throw to avoid being knocked unconscious. So first of all, is he knocked unconscious?
No.
No, he's not knocked unconscious, but he is stunned for the next round as well. So you now do 2 lots of damage and double it.
6
Double the first one.
plus 12. Oh, double the first one. That's 12 plus another. No.
Well, you're.
4,
hang
5,
on a
6,
second.
12.
No, it's
12
double
plus
the
10.
second one because
Yeah.
it was the second one that was double damage.
Okay, so the
Well,
first one is 6. The second one
Yep.
is 20.
Oft.
So you've done 26 subdual to the guy who's already taken 7, which is 33 subdual. He collapses.
Go to sleep.
Nice, Kosa.
Stunned and
Double
unconscious.
Well, it's what he needed.
That's what I needed. Was he stuck his spear right through me and that hurt.
You did
He
need
didn't.
that.
He didn't stick his spear right through
his
you.
mate
It was
did.
this guy that did.
His mate. I've got a word with his mate. And it should be spear where the sun doesn't shine.
Okie doke. Sorry, Kyūryū.
Are we attacking with a Yawara this time?
Yes, I thought you were.
That'll be hitting him.
That does indeed hit him. Roll your damage.
Take 6 damage.
6 damage. He is still there. And then we have Kinzo.
Dave, the Ashigaru just moved up to the edge of the village. That was this round, wasn't it?
Yes, this round is moving. You see
Okay,
him.
in that case, I'm going to climb over the fence.
Fair enough. You climb over the fence. Move to there. Oh, you're moving to there. Right, fine. Baka. Are you going to attempt to increase
Increase
your
the.
grapple? Fair enough.
Trying to get inspiration from the way Kosa's just done, I think.
Hang on a second.
Ooh.
You get +2, but he's no longer. And he doesn't get an active defense because he can't at this range. So he's AC 4. So
And you say I got +2.
yep.
So I got
So
up to 17.
Yep.
No, by 1, is it?
No. Hang on a second. You rolled a 15.
Yeah.
You reduce it by 4. Increase it. You increase your skill by 2, or you reduce it by 2 because you've got a 2 bonus, so that's a 13. Your skill is 14.
Yeah.
However, he is a net AC 4. He's just base AC 4. So therefore you're -3. So your grapple goes down by 3.
Right.
It's a bit.
That's
He
14.
escapes a bit.
He escapes a bit. Yeah.
Yep.
His strength saving throw wingles him a bit further into your grasp, but you weren't expecting it, and so he wriggles a bit out of it.
I'm not surprised about how this is going because wrestling is back and forward.
Yanagi, what are you going to do? Or what do you think Yanagi would do? Given that he is not particularly healthy, he would probably also try and get away, do you think?
He's not too bad, is he? Not... How many is he down? Did you heal all his damage?
He's
His damage
completely
has all
healed.
been healed, but his eye is currently in the bottom, along with the cat. It's Schrodinger's
I
eye.
don't think he would desert us.
Okie doke.
We've
In
saved his
that
life
case,
several times.
he would probably try and assist Baka in dealing with this guy. So he would probably then charge and try and restrain the.
Yeah, help Baka take him down. Yeah.
Yeah, I seem sensible.
Because basically, if he can increase the grapple above the guy's strength.
Well, if Baka's holding him while Yanagi uses him as a punch bag.
Okay.
Well, if that was a classic Ashigaru, he's over 50% grappled. If Yanagi can grapple him, has Yanagi got Jujutsu?
There's a Budoka he must have.
He should have it.
Yeah.
His Jujutsu is 14. So, given that the guy is partially grappled already, he will get bonuses. So on balance, he should increase the grapple a little bit.
Yeah.
And if he's lucky, he'll increase it a lot. If he fails, it will not reduce.
His grapple, not mine.
Because but he's not got him grappled yet.
Exactly. So on balance, it's best to try it. So he will charge and attempt to grapple onto. Okie doke. We will assume he made his health saving throw for this battle. Okay, on secondaries. Let's see. The guy attacking Kyūryū will attempt to stab him again, not having realised that on a 1 on a secondary he failed before, and fails. The guy attacking Kosa with his spear will attempt again to attack Kosa.
Oh.
Okay, so he's on a 13. Halved is 7. Plus his level is 8. Less your armor class of 3 is 5. So therefore it is a critical. So that is a 6, which is, I believe, is a special effect, which is Shazmat.
He's
Hits your
taking your eye out.
Oh no.
Everyone, stop
yes.
losing their eye, please.
Well, you're in the right place for it. You know, there's a Gakushu up the road who can heal it.
Oh.
Okay, so D6 1 2 3 left, 4 5 6 right. It's your left eye, which takes 2d10 critical damage. 14 critical damage. Okay.
Still breathing, Kosa.
He might not be because he's got to take the normal damage. Yeah.
He also has to take a D10 plus 1 lethal, which is 4 points of lethal on top of that. So, how do you stand, Kosa? Kosa? Nick?
Sorry, Dave, I was muted. I'm still up. I'm not happy.
You're not happy? You just knocked
Yeah,
his boss out.
I'm still up.
Right.
It won't be for long.
You can
Not
turn and
for
flee.
very long.
Okie doke.
Never
That was
left
secondary.
anybody behind yet.
What do you wish to do on your secondary? He is outside your engagement range. You could step back one and parry. Jujutsu parry? Or a Temiwaza parry?
Back away from him.
Okay. You back away one and parry. Puts you into this guy's engagement range, but you can hear from the thuds that Kyūryū is doing his usual great
There
job.
he is, hitting him.
Yep. Okie doke. Do you want to make your parry roll? Are you doing a Jujutsu parry or an Atemiwaza parry?
Didn't Kosa already roll
not-
both his attacks? Didn't he already roll a primary and a secondary?
No, you did
Hence
second
the double
one.
crit. Oh, it was a double strike. Ah.
Yeah, I will. I'm not dropping my UR. I shall keep with the Temiwaza.
Okay. So a roll and a Temiwaza parry on your secondary.
Oops. 7. Whatever. Yeah, it's going to be
Decent.
one or two armor classes.
Okay. So that's one armor class then, presumably. Because you halve your BCS and then add your level.
Yeah.
Okay.
10, 11, 12. In fact, it will be 2 armor classes.
In that case, your two
No,
armor
one.
class is
No,
better.
one.
Oh,
No, sorry,
it will
one.
be one. Okay,
One,
fine.
yes.
Kyūryū on your secondary?
But it'd be difficult to get more than one.
If it's not broke, don't fix it. I'm gonna try some more of the same. A 12 on a secondary? Nah, my BCS is 21. It's not gonna hit him, is it?
12 on your secondary? Well, he's AC 5 at the moment.
Nah.
So presumably that is a miss.
I think so.
That's a miss.
Okay, Kinzo has spent his round climbing over. Baka, are you doing anything on your secondary? Or you just
Maintaining.
you're holding him still for the charge by Yanagi?
Yeah. If I could turn him around, I would, but I'll just hold him here.
Okie doke. Yanagi will go on a 2. Harumi, what are you doing? Running forward on your round?
Do I notice this guy behind me?
Yes, you noticed him stop and turn around last time. He's just walking forward, looking at the fighting that's going on behind you. You're obviously running away from the fighting like any sensible peasant. But hang on a second. That guy's wearing armor. And sorry, he didn't move to there. He moved to there because he noticed that guy was wearing armor. So, are you going to continue running away, Harumi?
Hold on, Dave. He moved to the other
He
side of
moved-
the fence.
Sorry, yes, he was walking back down beside the path, but as he was walking back, he noticed that peasant was wearing armor.
Okay, in that case, I don't climb over the fence. I move next to Harumi.
Fair enough. You move next to. Are you following Harumi? Harumi, what are you doing on your round? You were starting to run away. He doesn't seem to be taking any notice of you. His attention seems to be fixed on Kyūryū.
How much would it be to go over the fence?
It would take you your round to climb over the fence, but you can move WBMA as at a run if you wish.
Okay.
And if you climb over the fence, you'll be putting yourself between this guy and Kyūryū. Might be simpler to run out around the end of the fence and behind him.
Yeah, that would.
This way.
I mean, your BMA is what?
4. Oof.
4. So you can move up to 8 hexes at a run. Okay. So Harumi moves to there. Kinzo, are you following Harumi? Because you can move faster than she can. Okay. Does he pay any attention to you? No. His attention is focused on the peasant in the armor. Obviously a bandit. And on to Yanagi leaps on this poor benighted Ashigaru and rolls his BCS. Would somebody care to roll a BCS for Yanagi? And
I'll get it.
he really wants to roll low. A 5. Okie doke. A 5 is. Sorry, was that an 8 or a 5?
I rolled an 8 and Tim rolled a 5, so up to you.
Well, basically, take the 8 because it came through first.
Fair enough.
Since
Well,
we didn't communicate.
Yep. He's charging, so he gets +1. He gets another +2 because of the guy being. Well, he's certain. Hang on a second. It's worse than that because you get +1 for the charge. The target is surprised that somebody else is coming. So that's another +1. He's also restrained, so that's another 2. So effectively, you're +4 on Yanagi's BCS. Yanagi's BCS is in Jujutsu is 14, so that would put him on an 18. Less the 4, the AC 4 is 14. He rolled an 8, so that's +6. So that puts the restraint amount up to.
Does the fact he's charging and he's getting increased BMA, does that do anything?
That adds to Sumai.
I don't think it does for the others.
I don't think it adds to Jujutsu because Sumai's
No,
different.
You might have thrown the
Just
weight behind it.
Yeah.
It's the sort of thing that goes amiss. Okay. +6 effect number.
+6 effect numbers. The guy is not fully restrained, but he's actually. My apologies. He is now fully restrained.
Yeah. I make it. He's got 20 restraint numbers on him, so then I can pick him up and do what I like with him.
Yes.
Nice.
Okay. So that is on that. So now, this round, what happens with the Ashigaru? Okie doke. So that guy doesn't notice anything more. So basically, he carries on walking and ends his round there. He's walking back down. So let's get rid of that. The others, the shout's been going on for a long time. So the two closest, one of them completely ignores it because the guys doesn't know what they're shouting about, but he's not bothered. The other one notices and turns round, and so do the two further away. So, that guy continues walking on and is now there. So he's continuing to walk off. That guy moves another 1, but then turns round. That is there, and that guy does the same. Turns round. Those two are 16 hexes off the map. This one is only 13 hexes off the map. Okay, so they've turned around to see what the shouting's about. And that guy is there. And sorry, my apologies. No, he's actually there because he speeded up. This guy, I'll tell you what he's doing. To there. To there. He is charging Kyūryū with his spear. Right. The Ashigaru here. This guy, having been so successful in his last attacks on Kosa, will attempt to complete the action. What's Kosa doing? Kosa, you
No,
are.
doesn't matter,
at the
Dave, because he goes first. He goes first.
Hang on, things have got out of order here.
No, because I've just changed because my defense has been halved.
Ah, right.
So he goes first by a mile.
Fine. Okay, that explains it. Okie doke. Hang on, your primary is on a 5, so you actually go
Yes.
before the Ashigaru because that's primary over secondary.
Yep.
Okay, in that case, he will attempt to stab you.
Is he out of range? Is he out of range? 2
No,
moves?
he's at -1.
Oh,
He would have stepped forward 1 to get to optimum range, but he's rolled a 20. I really timed these well. And he rolls a 14. Which means he falls down and stuns himself. Oh dear. Talk about timing, eh? Okay, fine. The one against Baka is going to do a strength saving throw to try and ease the grapple. And that makes it by 1. He wriggles slightly free. So he's only 19 restrained now. Okie doke.
Proper backward and forward like wrestling should be.
Well, that's all right. You just tell Yanagi to hold him. You let go, pick up your Tetsubo, and clobber him. And have I done the attack on Kyūryū yet? He steps back 1.
No.
Attempts to step back 1. You step 1 towards him.
Yes.
Fair enough. And he attempts to stab you. And misses.
Wait.
And then
Question.
we're on to...
As I'm stepping forward, Dave, do I hear the guy charging at my back? Because I might try and turn a little bit.
You don't... sorry, wit saving throw, please,
Yeah,
to
I
see
thought I
whether you
might-
hear him charging up behind
I
you.
thought there might be a saving throw here.
Is that a wit saving throw?
Ooh, it is. Bang on the money.
In that case, you can turn slightly to present your flank to him.
Okay.
To keep that guy in a frontal arc, you're going to have to present a flank to him.
Yeah.
Okay. So he's only +5 against you rather than +10, which is good. Okie doke. So, Kinzo.
Okay, the Ashigaru I'm pinging is actually where he appears to be on the.
Sorry, which Ashigaru? That one is where he's supposed to be, but he appears to be ignoring you because you're not involved in the fight. However, there's another 3 Ashigaru there that have turned round. They are kind of 16 and 13 hexes off the map. Okay, so you are running over in the direction of the ship. Yes.
Yes,
Fair enough.
there are just too many of them.
Kyūryū.
I'm going to attempt to punch this guy.
Okie doke.
It's going to help on a primary, isn't it?
He is AC 5.
My BCS is 21.
In that case, you hit him.
8 damage.
8 damage.
Mhm.
He's still there. And Baka, are you going to attempt to increase your Sumai effect number on him?
Right, just check. So I think my 3 options are to either let go of him and go and pick up my Tetsubo, which I believe was somewhere near this bush. I think I was over here somewhere-ish when I started.
Yep.
Option 2 is improve the grapple, hopefully improve the grapple, and then throw him. Option 3, if I let go of this guy with Unagi holding him, am I too close? I mean, I'm within range of this one that Kosa's fighting to charge him, aren't I?
Kosa isn't fighting anyone at the moment. That guy stabbed at Kosa, had his spear deflected down into the ground, and the butt
Fallen
kicked
over,
up under
isn't
his chin and knocked him
Oh.
over. And he's lying on
awesome.
the ground,
Fallen over.
stunned.
Oh, in that case, sorry, I stepped away for a second. Sorry. In that
Yeah.
case, I'm going to just
Given that 2 of you are now grappling this guy, he is now at -4, which effectively cancels out his armor. He has no active defense, so
Right.
therefore you're at straight BCS to grapple him.
So basically 13 or less. Here we go.
Hold on. Don't roll
Oh.
yet.
Oh,
Right.
too late.
Too late.
Sorry.
What? Call a
Go on.
delay, then you and Yanagi attack at the same time.
Yep, that is allowable. So you delay your primary action to 7, and then you and a Yanagi both attack at the same time.
But if I knock this guy out now, then it gives Unagi a chance
To
to
do
start
something
moving
else.
away
Yeah.
from this.
The point is that you should both be able to do it because you get a bonus, one of you, and then you'll be able to dump him on his head as a 2-man attack, which should knock him out.
Okay.
See, the point is, if you attack now and make a mess of it, you make it harder for Yanagi to increase the effect number. So do it together.
So does Yanagi want? Because Yanagi goes now anyway. Next anyway. So does Yanagi want to roll?
Yeah,
Sure.
well, he will go at the same time as you.
Do you want me to make that roll? We're hovering.
Well,
Keep the roll. Keep the roll.
keep the roll, and you can make a roll for Unagi as well.
Oh, yeah. So the 5 and the 4.
Okie doke.
More than enough to pick him up and dump him on his head and hopefully knock him out.
Okay. Effectively, you only needed 1 effect number to increase the grapple to the point you could throw him. The 2 of you have increased the effect numbers by getting on for 20. Well, not quite 20, but close. And so you are able to throw him to the ground, and he gets to make a health saving throw to avoid being stunned. Hang on a second. Let me just double check the rule on that. Because Sumai, it basically says...
I thought I had to roll a d10. Stuff happens.
Once a character using Sumai has rendered a foe helpless in a grapple attack, he may attempt to use next available action phase. Well, effectively, you're doing it at the same time.
Oh, right.
This
yeah.
requires the
I can do it
target
now,
to make a health saving throw. Failure indicates unconsciousness, while success indicates that the target has taken a stun critical effect.
Yeah.
So he is stunned for this round and next round, and he's on the ground.
Got you.
Okay? So he's not unconscious though, but he's basically out of the fight for a round. So these 3 are out of the fight for at least the next round. This round and next round. Which leaves 1 currently fighting Kyūryū and another one just arriving. And a 3rd one up there. But Kosa is looking very badly damaged. So, what you decide to do is up to you, but basically you've taken that guy out. So, Kosa is your primary. You are in engagement range of that guy's spear, but you're not actually in engagement range because he has it shortened so much to attack Kyūryū. So you are currently unengaged.
Yeah,
Although you
running
can
into-
hear this guy steaming up to stab Kyūryū in the back.
Just running. Oops, lost
You're
myself
running.
somewhere.
Fine. In that case, move
this
up.
building. Oh, that building does appear to exist. Is that building there or not?
Yes, that building is there.
If
There is
not,
a gap between it.
I'll
If you
run.
wish to run between it,
Is everyone running out
I'll
on
run
me?
down there.
Oh no.
looks like it.
Shit.
This trail of
Only 'cause
blood runs past you.
Yeah.
If I wasn't at death's door, I wouldn't. But I wouldn't be. I'd be no use to you because you've only got to hit me and I'm dead. Even the light damage will kill me.
Yeah.
Only got to stick me with their little finger and they'll kill me.
Yes, his face is a mask of blood.
So
On
useless.
secondaries, the Ashigaru fighting you will attempt to stab you again with his shortened spear and fail. The other three are lying on the ground going, what hit me? Kinzo has moved fully. Kyūryū, your secondary.
Can't move in a secondary, I can only attack, right?
Correct.
Can I take one step?
Or
Can you move 1 yard?
you can parry and take one step.
Can you take one step and turn 6 degrees?
No, taking one step is the equivalent of turning 30 degrees.
So can I turn?
But currently, you're providing your
I'm gonna
front
hit
to
him.
him.
Gonna
and
hit
your
him.
flank to him.
Yeah, no, I'm
Okay,
gonna
we're gonna
punch
hit
him again.
Okie doke.
I'm going down fighting.
Right.
It's
So
armor-
half your BCS is 10 plus your level 12, less his armor class of 5.
Miss.
No, that's a miss. And Baka and Yanagi, do you want secondary attacks to kick to put the boot into the guy on the ground with your feet? Just kick him. He's prone and stunned, so he's passive. So you are +7 to hit him with your BCS.
I'm not going to murder him. No. If anything, I'm going to return to. Oh no, yeah. I'm looking around for my Tetsubo. Is what I'm doing. If he's
Okay.
he's
Your
he's stunned,
Tetsubo
not
is
he's
there.
stunned, not unconscious.
He's stunned. Yes.
So can
he's
I
out
do
this round. He's out this round and out next round.
So can I do a? I can't do a subdual attack to just knock him out, can I? If he's that's not the same as like passive. I can't. That'd be a coup de grace type thing, wouldn't it?
Effectively, what you would have to do is go for a grapple on the throat, and effectively choke him unconscious. Now, given that he's stunned and passive, he's on the ground and passive, you would get +7 on your BCS, and given that you're going for the throat, the armor wouldn't count.
Yeah, I'll do that to try and knock him out.
Okay. Well, it's not going to be instant though. You're going to have to maintain it for a number of rounds while he kind of chokes, while he kind of loses breath. So it's not instant.
Yeah, no. If it's gonna be a number of rounds, then
you could instantly cut his throat if you had a knife in your hand, but you don't.
Is he lying on the ground?
That would be very. Huh?
Is he lying on the ground?
I don't think Baka would do that. So
No.
He wouldn't. No.
You could stomp on his throat.
And Yanagi's not going to. I'm not giving him any bad karma. Okay, so in that case, you're looking around for your
a punch. Sorry, a punch. Is that going to start doing lethal damage? It wouldn't do lethal damage, would it? Sumai's.
No.
Subdual damage. But he's
Yeah,
not.
He's going to punch him, try to knock him out.
Yeah, I'll do that whilst I'm sitting next to him.
Okay, in that case, Yanagi will take a punch.
With the +7. But his armor class.
His armor class is 4.
So 14 goes down to 7, goes back up to 14. He's passive, so I get +2.
You get +2 for sorry, +1 for super. No, it's +7 at the moment because he's passive.
Right. In that
So-
case, no, I just hit 3, so that's not.
Well, hang on a second. You get +7, so your BCS goes up to effectively 21, correct?
No, it's
Oh.
a secondary, remember?
Ah,
Yeah.
true. Yes.
That's
I would
why
get
it's
to add the 7 first.
Yeah.
It's still a myth. Yeah.
Fair enough. Okay.
if you think about it, Baka misses because he's dithering as to what to do. So in the end, he doesn't
fair
do
enough.
anything.
Is Unagi
Makes
going to
sense.
try and kick him or
Well,
punch him?
Yunagi's going to lean down and punch him.
Okie doke. Roll a dice. That is actually going to be a hit, isn't it? Doing 5 points.
5, 6, 7, 8.
7.
Ishawara, wouldn't you?
7.
No, he's not using his Urara.
No, he's not using
not
it.
using
Oh, no,
it.
no,
He's
no,
used
my
Jiu-Jitsu.
apologies. Yeah, because when he charged, he shoved his Urara back in his pocket because he used Jujutsu.
7 points of
You can still
subdue.
use him with. You
Hang
still use
on,
him with Jujutsu.
Hang on, my apologies. You can use Urara with Jujutsu,
If you +2 effect numbers too.
and it should have increased his effect numbers.
Oh, well, it doesn't matter. Anyway, in that case, 9 points.
Anyway,
9 points of
nine.
subdue.
Fine.
Isn't it elevated position? Isn't that something different? Isn't that a different bonus? Isn't that more bonus?
Hang on a second. Let me double check the combat modifiers. So the attacker is in an elevated position, which is +1. The
Oh, right. Okay, I
target,
thought it was on there.
target is prone, which my apologies. That should have been +11 because you're elevated and he's prone and passive. So that should have been +11.
So you hit him.
So you hit him.
Cool. Wow. Roller coaster of emotions tonight, I tell you.
Roll your damage. Which I have a horrible feeling is D10 plus something, isn't it?
D10 +5. So 13 damage.
The two of you don't quite knock him out. But it's close.
Stop tickling him, Unagi.
You call that
Okay.
tick?
Okay. Harumi, are you going to continue running north towards the ship?
Yes.
Okay, you move 8 hexes north then. And on a 2, we attempt to stab Kyūryū in the flank. So he's basically on a 14 +1 for the charge, 15 +5 for the flank, 20. But unfortunately, you're AC 6, aren't you?
Yep.
Just missed you. Next round. Okay, let's have 3 whip saving throws. Oh, sorry, another one. Well, 2 of them. Okay, 2 of these Ashigaru turn round and start shouting. You can't hear what they're saying because they're kind of 80 feet away off the edge of the map, but they appear to be shouting along the line of the peasants. It doesn't need a wit saving throw to figure out they're shouting to the samurai. The other one starts coming towards you.
Oh, might have to run here, boys.
Yep. I can buy another Tetsubo.
Yeah, I'm running. I'm gonna have to run.
You don't.
I can't fight them all.
Righty ho. And that one is starting to run towards the group as well.
Oh shit.
But but since he can't actually reach you in a charge, he's just running. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Right, so what is Kyūryū doing, and what are Yanagi and Baka doing?
I'm going to look around and I'm going to see that everyone has abandoned me and I'm now surrounded. And what's the deal with disengaging to run away? How do I do that?
This is the turn and flee option. Basically, you kind of turn your back on your enemy and you are going to run away. So
Get a free hit on you, basically.
You get a free hit, free attack opportunity.
Both of them will get a free attack on you, but only one of them will be from the back. That one will get you in the back. That one will get you as you run past him.
It's not a guaranteed hit though, it's still a roll, yeah?
Oh, they still have to roll to hit you.
Yeah, I'm going to have to run. I'm running.
Okie doke. You're doing a turn and flee option.
Yes.
Okie doke. So, Kinzo and Harumi, I guess, are still running towards the dock. Yes?
Oh yeah.
We are running away from the field of battle, yes.
Yes. But also away from the peasants, which may draw the attention of this guy. Does he notice? No, he doesn't. All the sounds of fighting have come from here.
Yes.
You lot obviously don't want to get in his way, so that's very clever of you. You are proper peasants to run away, to get out of his way. Okay, and he runs forward and he appears on the edge of the map there. Righty-ho. As far as the other ones are concerned, they lay on the ground. Yanagi and Baka, I presume you are taking a full action to run away?
Yeah.
Okay. I would suggest you head in this direction and then follow Kosa, so you're steering outside the engagement range of those spears.
This guy's just stunned at the moment, isn't he?
No. All three of these guys are on the ground, stunned. They come out of stun this round, or he comes out of stun this round, but he'll still be on the ground without his spear.
Okay. In that case, yeah.
So double your BMA after Kosa.
Oh, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Or in whichever direction you want to go.
8.
That building
10.
is there, by the way.
I believe I get to there, don't I? With 10 movement.
You don't get to there. That's only there, according to my screen.
Sorry, I don't know why it's not moving at me anymore. I was pinging up here.
Okay. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So basically up to there.
Yeah. Okay.
Or, along that line of hexes, basically. So up to about there.
Yeah. Where about there? Yeah.
Okay, and Yanagi has a BMA of
Very quick.
5, so the same. So he's moving the same distance. So he will be 1 hex behind you.
I can't. Yeah. There we go.
Fine. So, Kyūryū, you get to make your run away. Now,
16 hexes after that.
1 second. I'm just going to check the turn and flee option because I believe that they get their full attack on you even if they've used their primary. Is that right?
Oh, you never told me that.
I think halfway between the phase he runs on and 1 is when they get to attack him, I believe.
Right. Okay. And
Just check.
character turns in place on the base action phase in preparation to run for their cowardly lives. On the action phase, midway between their base action phase and 1, they move their base movement allowance in yards, but may not enter engaged status. So in actual fact, it doesn't make things any worse, because Although yes, it does, because you're turning your back to this guy.
Yes.
So you'll get +10 on you rather than +5.
I'm not. If I go that way, I'm not turning my back to anybody. I'm going flank to both of them.
So what? You're going down this route?
In fact, if I run that way, I'll just be turning my flank to both of them. And I could
Okay,
run.
turn in
I
the
could run that way
direction- turn in
and
the
then
dire-
that way.
Turn in the direction you're running then.
Because I'm thinking
Okay, so you're running.
to avoid
okay,
to avoid
so-
getting attacked in the back, I can do that.
Okay, so it's still okay in the case of he's getting you in the flank, he's getting you in the side.
Yeah, but
Okay.
no one's getting me in the back though, at least.
Right. So that happens on 10, which is the same time as they're hitting you. So there's 2 attacks on you. The one in the flank first. A 6. So that will, I
That'll
believe, hit.
I don't know why it won't let
The
me delete the
one-
thing I drew, by the way.
All right, I'll delete it. The other
Oh, got
guy
it.
also tries to hit you, but I don't think that's going to be a hit because of your armor class. So that is because he's still in your forward facing. So that is 14 less your armor class of 6. But he has 2 restrictions, so he's down anyway. So no, he wouldn't hit you. But that is a strike for 4 lethal on you.
4 lethal. Okay. Right, 2 seconds and I'll show you where I'm going to run. Let me just add that to my character sheet first. 4 lethal, that's a total of 10 I've taken. Okay, so he's going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then turn 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Shite bag. Can't believe you ran
Unfortunately,
away.
you've only get to move your basic movement.
I also only get to move 8.
Yeah.
Sorry, where was I?
Yeah.
You can do 8.
Where was I? Here.
You were there.
Here.
Go to the next
Ah,
one.
right, I thought I could do the full move. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Somewhere on that hex line.
Okay.
Okay. So you move to there. Right. And I believe we're now into a pursuit mode. So, you guys here are moving at BMA 5. These guys are moving at BMA 5. So you are going to maintain the same distance apart. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Hang on a second. I just want to check and see whether Harumi makes it to the ship before the Ashigaru turn up. So, the ship, the dock is actually 10 hexes off the side here, and it is on that hex line. So, Harumi has got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20 that direction, and 2 or 14 in that direction. So that is what fuck? So that means that you've got to run 23 hexes, Harumi. What's your BMA?
4.
Okay, so basically it's going to take you at a run 3 rounds to reach the gangplank.
Yeah.
Okay, now everybody else, the slowest one in the party is Yanagi, and he is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, plus 10, 25 hexes from the gangplank. So he will get there just before Harumi gets there. And Harumi will get there just before the first Ashigaru gets there. Okay, so Kosa is running for the ship. Kyūryū is going to overtake Yanagi and Baka. And we're going to end up with a situation at the edge of the map where if I just use this as the location, Baka and Yanagi will be there. Harumi and will be there. Kinzo, your BMA is 5?
7.
7. Oh, you're well ahead of Baka and Yanagi.
Kinzo's running full speed. He'll be there first.
Kinzo.
Okay,
Followed
so-
by me.
No, depends how far we're running, because I move 1 hex faster than you guys even.
You're not going to catch me. It's not far.
You're not. Yeah.
I
you're-
need-
so
I
so
need
the
one
arrival
move to get
order
there.
is Kinzo
okay, yeah.
and Kosa reach the ship pretty much together, yelling what?
Yeah.
Yelling what?
What are you
Set
yelling?
sail!
You're yelling set sail as you
Yes,
rush up towards the ship.
That's the last few yards before I get to the gangplank.
Okay.
Know where the ship's going to move before everybody gets there, I suspect. So.
Okay.
But it's the thought that counts.
They hear you shouting, and the sailors will start. Will look at the captain, who looks at the senior dock worker, who looks at Kosa and then nods. Looking at Kosa, it's obvious that something has gone very wrong.
Yeah, but it's going to be a long time before the ship moves.
Okay. On the next round, while Kyūryū is rushing onto the gangplank, the sailors start rushing around, and the captain yells, "Cut us free!" And the following round, Baka and Yanagi rush onto the gangplank, closely followed by Harumi. And shortly behind Harumi, about 3 hexes behind Harumi, is somebody with a spear, who doesn't appear to be wanting to stop. With another guy behind him.
Sorry, can I interrupt? Because I was going to say I wasn't going to outpace Shinagi, but when seeing Harumi, I'm going to get her up the plank before I'm going up the plank. So
No,
Yanagi
you're coming up. You're coming from a different angle. You are
Okay.
going straight up this route. Harumi's coming across an angle, so you're not going to be able to kind of. You can delay a little bit, and pick her up and carry her along the gangplank. That would speed her up a little bit.
Yeah.
But you're still going to be 3 hexes ahead of this guy because Harumi was slower than this guy.
that's fine. Yeah, no, I understand that.
But he's going all out, and you are basically charging up the gangplank onto the ship, and he's charging up the gangplank behind you, and they can't cut the gangplank free in time until he's already on it. So the situation is you are now charging onto a ship, and oh dear, right. Okay,